What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live watch along, and Arsenal are finally back. No more World Cup, no more Dubai Super Cup, no more friendlies in the freezing cold against Juventus that nobody really cares about. Premier League action, Arsenal at the carpet, and we're going against West Ham tonight. And I am a little bit nervous about this game, I can't lie, just because, I've watched everyone else. And, I'm kind of like apprehensive to see how we do now, although I am still confident that we are going to go 3-point collecting. Big up to everyone. Hope everyone had a great Christmas yesterday. I know a lot of you have tuned in as well. A lot of you might not have been in for a little while. So if you haven't, hope you had a great Christmas. Appreciate all the messages that you sent as well. Yeah, we've gone back to the old background, changed a few of the colours on it. Some of you have seen it, but a lot of you were saying, the dark background wasn't as good and this one's a lot better. So we've gone back to this one. I think it looks a bit cleaner than the other one, to be fair. So big up each and every one of you. Hope you are well. And we've got over half an hour until kickoff. So, of course, we're going to talk transfers. Naturally, anytime we do a show, until the end of January, we're going to be talking about transfers. We need to sign some players. And listen, there's lots of stories doing the rounds today. Some people saying, well, we're going to see some of the reports, but people now saying we're close. Right. In fact, we got breaking news. We have got breaking news. Some of you have just put it in the comments, but I'm about to put it on there. Mudryk, people, forget Sky Sports News. Shaw Sports News going live, people. Fabrizio has tweeted regarding Arsenal. It's live, people. It's live. Arsenal have now submitted a bid to sign Nketiah Mudryk. I understand it's 40 million euros plus 20 million in add-ons. Shakhtar want way more than this to sell Mudryk. Talks will take place with the player's agent to discuss about the deal. No issues on personal terms. Mudryk wants Arsenal. To be fair, the only thing I would say with this is that I don't think a lot changes if they're not accepting this offer. You know what I mean? And I'm kind of a little bit like, okay, cool. I'm excited that we've made an offer for the player and it's official and we can retweet it and, Fabrizio will get the retweets, but it doesn't change much. It means we're in negotiations. Nothing more, nothing less. Just to put things in perspective, 60 million euros, 60 million euros in pounds is 52.8 million pounds, right? 52.8 million, and apparently they want way more. They want way more than 52.8 million. I'm sorry, for me, I wouldn't go much higher. They may not like the structure of the deal because 20 million in add-ons, how easy are those add-ons to achieve and things like that. So maybe the structure of the deal is the problem rather than the amount of money. But Fabrizio saying they want way more. I've got to be honest with this guy, Mudryk, right? I think he's a good player. I think he's exciting. You can tell when you watch him. But I honestly don't believe that Arsenal should be going much higher than that. If it was just the way the money is being paid and, 40 million euros up front, maybe they want more, not 20 million in add-ons. Maybe you do 50 million up front, 10 million in add-ons. But I've got to be honest, I would not be going higher, much higher anyway, in terms of numbers. There is an element of risk attached to it. But clearly, this is the player that they want. And official offer has been made for Mudryk, 40 million euros plus 20 million in add-ons, 52.8 million pounds altogether. But according to Fabrizio Romano, Shakhtar want way more to sell Mudryk. So, I don't know. What are your thoughts, people? Let me know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think this is a reasonable offer? Are you prepared to pay a little bit more for him? Would you back out of the deal? Do you think, listen, that's more than enough for a guy from Shakhtar who hasn't really done that much in the world game? I want to know your thoughts, but it's official. The offer's in, and it looks as if, by the sounds of it, that it's going to be rejected. Mudryk is worth 3 Zahas, says Super Whale. Sin said we need players though. Yeah, we do, but we don't want to get ripped off in the market. Classic Gouda said Shakhtar just accept you bums. Aiden said 40 million euros and a pound. That guy D said if say 50 million, if it's all up front. I think it's a fair offer. I honestly do. Listen, I like that. I think he looks a good player. I've seen him play a few times. I've done the whole YouTube scouting. He's quick. He's skillful. He can finish. But you're coming from the Ukrainian league, bro. I know he's done it in the Champions League a little bit. I think £52 million is a more than reasonable offer. I would say they can't get much more than this for him, to be honest. 52.8, maybe you go up to £60 million. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. I think what I'm more looking at is how quick can he impact this team. That's the issue for me. Let's see what he's saying. MJ said he's a glorified Dan James. You need more than speed. He's not happy with it. Big up for the super chat. BX Gunner, let's go. We back, baby. Hit the likes if you hate Tottenham. Hit that like button, people. We are going to talk about the game and the team news and stuff, but the breaking news just came out as we went live. Do you think we should spend that kind of money elsewhere? Some of you saying João Felix. Or would you go for it? Invincible said, I'd go for Depay and Zaha. You probably get both for less than this. Unproven on the highest level. No way you pay more than that, says Chris. South London's finally said, I think we will go up to 60 million. I reckon we will as well. Another £7 million. I think too much money here in add-ons. I think 20 million in add-ons is where maybe the problem is. Maybe you add 50 million straight up front and go to like 25 million in add-ons, or no, 50 million. So we're at 60. So maybe you get to like 65, 70 million euros, which gets you around 60 million pounds. It's a lot of money for a guy that I still think is quite unproven. Are the add-ons realistic? It could be stupid things like you get 10 million if we win the Champions League. You get 10 million if we win the Prem, which is possible, but not overly convincing if you're Shakhtar Donetsk. 60 million to sit on the bench. I mean, listen, I think if they sign him, they move Martinelli central and play him out wide. False manager said, Curtis, I told you before we bought Bambi, I watched Anderlecht highlights. He was a fraud. This guy's not much better. King Henry said, Pele is saying goodbye to his family and friends in a hospital after slowly losing his battle. Oh, man, listen, I hope he makes it, man. Pele, the legend. Felix and Mudryk coming big C. If we get both, I'll be shamelessly saying I don't care how much we paid for them. So, anyway, Lay said if he was a girl, this has so many red flags. Bam Bam said, good starting bid, 60 million, fair price. C-Unit business, let's go. There's the breaking news as you enter the door, people. Fabrizio Romano confirming Arsenal have made a 60 million euros offer for Mykhailo Mudryk. And according to reports, that offer is going to be rejected. Shakhtar want way more. It equates to £52.8 million, which for me, I've got to be honest, I think is a reasonable amount of money for a relatively unproven player from Shakhtar Donetsk. I've got to be totally honest. But clearly Arsenal are desperate to get him in. So maybe they go up to £60 million. Maybe they get their deal done. Big up my brother Saeed in the chat. Stay away from Felix. Go get that Mudryk. I mean, I don't know if anybody's seeing the reports, people, and we are going to talk about this. Mike McGrath, who's not a bad newspaper, well, he's not bad when it comes to breaking news. He's saying that Chelsea are now very much in the race to go and get João Felix, and they have a good relationship with his agent. So, yeah, it looks like that one could turn into a three-horse race as well. But big up, Saeed. Hope you're well, bro. Hope you don't get too dizzy looking up at the heights of Arsenal, my friend. I'll take it shamelessly while it's here. Big up yourself, bro. Clement said, big game for Arsenal today. 3 points needed. Pressure on Eddie to come through. Can he do it? Listen, first game back. Standard procedure. I'm looking for 2,000 likes, people. You just had to watch the whole World Cup. Although it was exciting, you know, it's good to be back. It's good to be home. Premier League action. This is where it's at. So we're looking for standard 2,000 likes. That should be light work, people. Let's talk about Arsenal. That's what we're here for. We'll get back to transfers later. Let's talk about the team news, people. Couple of headline bits of team news in the team. William Saliba starts. Brilliant news. A lot of people saying that he didn't train over the weekend and that he wasn't going to be available. Saliba starts. I said in my last show, if Saliba's 70, 80%, he's better than Rob Holding at 100%. No disrespect. Saliba had to start tonight, and he does start. Great news. He's been at the World Cup. I'm sure it would have been frustrating for him. Great experience being around a team getting to the final, but equally frustrating getting that little game time. 20-odd minutes, I think he played. I'm sure he'll be happy to be back at Arsenal and starting after that World Cup final. And, of course, Alexander Zinchenko returns to the bench again. People were saying he hadn't been training with the team, but he is fit and fit enough to be on the bench, people. So good news there. No Tomiyasu, no Emil Smith-Rowe, obviously no Gabriel Jesus as well, and no Reece Nelson. So, as I've said before, man, it's that park bench, people. It's that park bench. You've all gone past them. Them park benches where the wood looks like it's coming apart and there's bird poo on them. Our bench looks real, a little bit like it's been vandalized. I can't lie, people. Not too many match winners on the bench. No disrespect, but I'm just keeping it 100, people. So the Arsenal team, Aaron Ramsdale in goal. He'll be desperate to play as well. After not even kicking a ball at the World Cup. Back four, Ben White, Tierney, Gabriel, Saliba. Great to see that back four back. Although Zinchenko has been the first choice left back, but obviously Kieran Tierney. I think a lot of times people have said Tierney the better defender. Zinchenko better on the ball. So pretty much full strength. Whether it's Tierney or Zinchenko, I think they're pretty much the same level, just different types. Xhaka, Partey and Odegaard, full strength midfield. Odegaard, the captain, didn't go to the World Cup. Going to be interesting dynamics to see the players who went to the World Cup and those that didn't. I'm thinking, if you went to the World Cup, are you going to be more fit because you've played games and you're a little bit stronger? Or as all that travelling in the different climate, playing in the heat, will that have taken it out of you a little bit? And the players who've, gone on tour with their clubs, will they be stronger? It's going to be interesting with the fitness. So Xhaka, Partey, Odegaard, the captain. Saka and Martinelli are back. These are our two big boys right now, people, with the fact that that our boy Gabriel Jesus is out injured. We are definitely relying on Saka and Martinelli. They've had fantastic starts to the season. I thought Saka was one of England's best players, probably along with the likes of Jude Bellingham in terms of the attack. Martinelli, I thought, did well for Brazil when he came on. Should have got more game time. And, of course, the striker. Listen, I've said a lot about this guy in the past. You know my opinion. Growing up, I was a massive fan of Eddie Murphy. I loved all the films. I had all the collection, 48 Hours, Golden Child, Norbit, Coming to America, Trading Places, Beverly Hills Cop, the whole lot. But today, we're looking for a different type of Eddie to perform. And I don't want to see the comedy, delirious and raw stand-up comedy. I want to see Edward Nketiah, Call Me Celebration, goals in the back of the net. West Ham wanted to sign him, so I'm looking for Axel Foley, Sherman Klump, Norbit. I'm looking for goals, my friend. I'm looking for goals, right? We need Eddie to score. I told you, all is forgiven if you can hit the back of the net for the next 3 months, but we do need to sign someone else. Harlem Nights as well, Trading Places. If you know, people. Banging films, watched all of them. Eddie starts up front. Listen, Eddie, I've questioned him. But I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm in full support of this guy for tonight. You need to perform. And I hope he can. Listen, he did well at the back end of last season when he came in. He hit the back of the net. I always said I felt the problem was when it came to the crunch, Tottenham, Newcastle, those games, he didn't turn up. The team didn't turn up, in all fairness, but he wasn't up to it. We need a performance from him tonight. I need to know why he's picking up 100 racks a week. I need to know why. At the moment, I don't know why he wears number 14. I don't know why he wears Thierry's number. I don't know why he takes home £400,000 a month. I want to find out why. right? That's what I want to find out. And hopefully he does the business. Some of you hammering him. Shibe said he couldn't score in a crack house. Oh, my days. Now, come on, Eddie, man. Now, listen. All joke aside, whether I rate the guy or not, whether I think he's good enough, I need to see this brother hit the back of the net and do the business for Arsenal, you know. He talks with chest. He backs himself. He rejected the World Cup call-up from Ghana. Said he wants to play for England. It's all mad. If he scores a hat-trick tonight, I'll buy an Arsenal shirt and put his name on the back. I can't promise you that I'll wear it, but I'll do it just for the banter. But listen, we're back, people. We are back. Looking forward to the game, and a massive game. Let's go through the Arsenal bench, actually. Let's go through the Arsenal bench. Like I said, park bench settings again, people. Matt Turner had a very good World Cup. Big up to him. I thought he... Listen, Turner, I called him Tina Turner when we signed him. I think he deserves a bit more respect. Now, I think, readdress him as his name. American first-choice goalkeeper. And I thought he did the business for them. He's actually looked good. I'm gonna give him some respect. He had a good World Cup. Cedric, Rob Holding, Kozia Dewberry, Zinchenko. Great to see him back on the bench. El Neni, Fabio Vieira, Lokonga, and Marquinhos. Crazy to think Arsenal Football Club. No striker on the bench. No striker whatsoever. Like, not a youngster, nothing. No striker at the club. If anything, if Eddie's having a bad game or he was injured or he was doing anything, you've only got Martinelli to put up front, really, and you've got to bring a winger on. Probably put Fabio Vieira out wide. It's crazy. So there's your team, people. There's your team, and there's your bench. False manager said do it as a giveaway. I will do, because I can't lie. I won't wear that. But we'll do it. If Eddie scores a hat-trick, I'll buy an Arsenal shirt tomorrow, put his name on the back, and we'll give it away. Very unlikely to happen, I have to be honest. But yeah, we will do if it happens. Only one top player on the bench. I mean, the only one, if you're looking at that bench and you're going, right, you need to win this game. Who can influence this game for you? I'm going Fabio Vieira, maybe Marquinhos. I mean, going forward, there's nothing. There's nothing. Marquinhos, Vieira, you don't have a striker, you got nothing. You might as well put Kevin Campbell on the bench. You know what I mean? It's wild, people. Don't put Eddie's name on it. Well, somebody will want it. There are a lot of people on socials who think he's a top youngster. Alvarez alone is clear of that bench. McLovin, listen, I can't lie, man. The billions speak for themselves, man. You've spent your money well. Big up Craig, who said, Curtis, woke up this morning to find a knife on my front doorstep. It really shook up my missus. But jeez, hope you're well, bro. That's crazy. What kind of madness is that, man? That's wild. Hope you're well, Craig. Hope the family's well, man. Remember Liverpool fans used to say he'll outscore and be better than Haaland. I'm assuming you're talking about Darwin Noodles. Do you know what it is with Darwin Núñez, right? I got to be honest with you, because I watched this guy quite a lot because I thought we were going to try and sign him. And his movement and chance creation is unbelievable. I keep saying, and I've got to be honest, I'm even saying it now. I keep saying, I think this guy Darwin Núñez is gonna become a top striker. I've said it for a while, but I'm starting to get to the point where I'm like, is he just the new Timo Werner? I don't know. I'm not sure with him. I like the way he plays. He plays on the shoulder. He's quick. He's strong. He gets in great positions, but his finishing so erratic. I just don't know. I don't know if it's a lack of confidence. That's an interesting one. But Liverpool won 3-1, by the way, against Aston Villa. Slapped up Emery's Villa. They looked awful. Big up Marcel. I'm sure you were very happy with that result. He said, big up Curtis. Merry Christmas to you and the family. All the best for the new year. I echo those thoughts to everybody in the comments. And we've got about 20 minutes until kickoff, people. So I'm going to get into a few other stories. Big up to man like Ivan Toney as well. I bet he was delighted with that game today. I bet he was delighted. Dad joke, bet, sorry. It might have gone over your head, people. It's been a long couple of days. But I went from, I checked the game and I was like 2-0 to Brentford. I'm like, damn. Spurs are lost. Then I watched a little bit of it, and then I saw them back to 2-2. I'm like, no, they're going to win. They're all over them. And then in the end, I'll take the draw. I think a draw's all right. 2 points dropped. If we win this game today, I think we're 10 points clear of Tottenham with a game in hand as well. So, yeah, I'll take it. Ivan Toney's time is limited. Listen, they got a full investigation going off with him. So, Toney needs to score as many goals as he can before he gets a 6-month ban, man. They ain't going to go easy on him, let me tell you. Big up Mooney with the super chat. He said, big up Big C in the C unit watching you from San Diego, California. Big up yourself. We definitely need a win, people. Definitely. Big up Chris, who said, Curtis, big up my car. Just caught a flat tire. Hearing your watch along, keeping it up. Hey, big up, bro. Big up yourself. Get them, get the AA or wherever it is, man. Or unless you can change the tire yourself. But hope you're well, bro. Hope you're safe. Arsenal should take a gamble on Toney. Hey, Haroon, I like that. That's a good one. I'd be proud of that one myself. I can't lie. That's an epic dad joke, I'm telling you. Nando's FC won't see Champions League next season. I mean, they're a crazy team, aren't they? They seem to want to go 2-0 down before they start playing Tottenham. It's crazy. They must be difficult to support. Expressions and them, man, must be losing their mind, you know. For 45 minutes... they look like, you know, terrible. And the next 45, they look like world beaters. It's mad. I wouldn't bet on him. There you go. I like that one. Mudryk on the cards. Listen, let's get back into transfer business. We'll talk about In fact, no, let me talk about West Ham just briefly. I got to give them some respect. I said the other day, David Moyes did a press conference saying that both of his strikers are doubts, Mikel Antonio and Scamacca. I said at the time, I don't believe him. I think he's playing mind games. Both his strikers are injured. I said one of them will get the painkilling injection. One of them will get back and recover. And Antonio's the one who recovers, which for me is, I would have rather Scamacca was playing out of the two. I'm not going to lie. Because Antonio's just, you know, that yard man, you know, sometimes them man are he's difficult to handle. You know, he can have them days where he's like prime Drogba out of nowhere. Hopefully not, though. But Antonio plays up front. The West Ham team, former Arsenal goalkeeper Fabianski in goal. Back four, Kufau, Dawson, Kera and Cresswell. Declan Rice and Pease. Souček and Paqueta. Jared Bowen, Ben Rama and Mikel Antonio. I think personally, this will be a hard game for Arsenal. I know a lot of people were looking at it before and saying, you know, West Ham 16th in the league. I think they've only won 4 games this season in the Prem. Moyes' job on the line. I just think the fact that we've had such a long break, it's going to make it feel like you're almost starting the season again. So I think the teams who have struggled will take this as a fresh start and say, listen, we've started bad, but we're back again now. And I think West Ham will have a go at us. A lot of their players didn't go to the World Cup. And I think this will be a tough game. Bowen didn't go to the World Cup. Ben Rama, Antonio. I don't think Souček went. Cresswell, Dawson, Kufau. A lot of their players didn't go to the World Cup. They're going to be up for this. We do have a great record against them. But I do think it will be a tough game. Their bench, Areola, Downs, Mabama, Coventry, Lanzini, Johnson, Ogbonna, Fornals, and Emerson. So they got a few options there. But listen, it is what it is. Big up my bro Akeem. He said it's not a fresh start. Mentally, everyone still knows where they are in the league. They do, but I think if you're a team that struggled, you're going to be like, right, forget what's happened before. Let's go again. You've had your little break. Paqueta, you've done your dancing with Brazil and the little pigeon dance with Richarlison. Now you're back. I think players will feel different. Some players will have come from the World Cup heads down, disappointed. Damn, how did we lose the World Cup final probably if you play for France? But certain players will come back buzzing. I've had a great World Cup. I feel better. My team won and whatever. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Anyway, let's talk a little bit more transfer news. And I know we started the show by talking about it, but it's everywhere. So I'm going to have to go back to it. But this is Charles Watts, who's just tweeted about Mudryk. So we're getting his perspective, as he may have obviously closer ties to this deal than Fabrizio Romano, who first tweeted it. Arsenal have made their first official move for Mykhailo Mudryk. Believed to total around £55 million with add-ons. Expectation is it will take more to get Shakhtar to sell, but the first move has been made. Now, I got to be honest, and I know we've been talking about this at the start of the show, and I'm going to talk transfers for the next 5 minutes, then we'll look ahead to the game. For an opening offer for a player that I still kind of have some doubts about, that's a very big offer for a first offer. 55 million plus euros for a guy that, I mean, you look at Shakhtar over the years, they tend to sell players at around 50 million. Fred and I think Willian and players like that. Probably because he's Ukrainian, homegrown, they look at him as higher. They're looking at the prices of wingers like Antony, and you've heard their chairman saying he's as good as Grealish and Antony, and they cost 100 million. But number one, we must really like this guy. Like, seriously, we must like this guy. And second of all, it tells you that we're prepared to pay a lot of money to sign him, and also that we have money. Like you say in here, South London's right. Now, there was an article that came out today. I've wrote a few notes down from it again. From The Athletic, the mouthpiece of Arsenal. And they're talking about finances related to Arsenal. And I thought this was a very interesting point. I just want to read this out. It says, the general belief is that Arsenal can have a mini summer transfer window this January. This is related to unspent money from the previous summer and also the expectation that Arsenal are going to make Champions League money next summer. Makes a great point. When you look at it, the breakdown is this. They're saying with failed bids of over £50 million for Rafinha and nearly £20 million for Douglas Luiz, the belief is there is still enough money in the pot to sign 2 players in January. And that is a great point. We offered £50 million in the summer for Rafinha and didn't sign another winger. So in theory, you would imagine that 50 million is still there. We also offered 20 million for Douglas Luiz on deadline day. You would imagine that that is still there as well. So very interesting. It also goes on to say, the belief is that Arsenal are going to try and sign a winger who is capable of playing central rather than an out-and-out striker, although a central striker is not ruled out if a winger can't be signed. They also go on to say, Arsenal are seen as not as desperate to sign a central midfielder. Now with El Neni back fit, they feel they have adequate backup for Thomas Partey. They are prepared to act if the right player is available, but are also willing to wait until the summer. So there is a positive and a negative to this. I don't like them saying that El Neni is an adequate replacement for Thomas Partey. Not if you're trying to win a title. Yeah, if you want to finish 6th and go in the Europa League, El Neni's good enough. He'll get you that. But if you're trying to get Champions League, you're trying to win leagues, I don't want to hear people telling me that El Neni's an adequate replacement for Thomas Partey, because he's not. Let's be real. 3 or 4 games against mid-table dons at the Emirates, all being well, yeah, that's cool, but not if you're playing the big boys. So it's an interesting article, that, very interesting, but there's money there, people. Lima, thank you for the super chat. The sharpness needed to keep City in touch. Eddie isn't quite there yet. Hope he can hold firm till a signing or Jesus shows up. Hashtag Zaha to the carpet. Jamal makes a great point. You know, we made a big offer for Lissandro as well. I do like this conversation that they're saying, you know, there is enough money there to go and have a mini summer window. I think if Arsenal didn't sign a midfielder, as South London's finest said, I think it's a big mistake. We're a Thomas Partey injury away from a crisis in midfield. Granit Xhaka's looked good this season. I don't think he would have looked that good without Partey next to him. So I think they're taking a massive, massive risk if they believe that El Neni is an adequate replacement for Thomas Partey. But let's see what you're saying. Mudryk, listen, let me give the club a little bit of credit. 2 things. Number 1, you're making an offer on Boxing Day. I like that. It shows you're making moves early. I want players in the first week of January. I want them in early, right? We haven't got time to wait. We play Man United and Tottenham and Newcastle in January. They're making moves early. That's the first positive. Second, £55 million as an opening offer. That tells everybody we got money in the bank, people. You know what I mean? Who sung that song initially, actually? I remember that song. I think it was T-Pain. I got money in the bank. Shawty, what you think about that? Find me in the grey Cadillac. We in in the bed like, ooh. Ooh, oh yeah, back in, if you know about them songs, you know, T-Pain Settings, man, you know what I mean? Big tune that back in the day in the club. But we got money in the bank, people. But we don't want it in the bank. We want players in the club that we can get excited about, you know what I mean? So there's money there, man. There's no excuse, people. There is no excuse, man. Make it rain on them, Kroenke, man. I'm telling you, Victor, you're right. Make it rain on them. L. Dot said, Big C, I think you're right about the structure of the deal being the issue and not the amount. Ukrainian journalist said Arsenal's bid for Mikhailo Mudryk is quite adequate, but it is doubtful Shakhtar will agree to the conditions. Big up yourself. And that's what I'm saying. I think 55 million is pretty reasonable. I think they're saying, 20 million in add-ons is too much. We need more up front. You know what I'm saying? Down payment. Put the money down, pay a little bit. Yeah, man, big tune. Wheel it up, man. Wheel it up and come again, people. I'm sure you know. Them auto-tune days, man. T-Pain cleaned up on auto-tune. But it is what it is, man. But yeah, man, them old, auto-tune settings, man. Big tune. Big tune. Anyway, let's look ahead to the game, people. Forget all the transfers and all of that. It's game time. In fact, let me give you one more bit of transfer news. The rest I'll save until tomorrow, just as they were talking about midfielders. So an article coming out of Belgium regarding Yuri Tielemans, which we've heard time and time and time again. They're now saying Yuri Tielemans is very close to signing for Arsenal for next season. The belief is that Arsenal are willing to sign him on a free in the summer. I'm not sure whether... Yuri Tielemans, the hype's disappeared for me. I can't lie. The hype has disappeared. He stunk out the World Cup. He's had a poor start to the season. Leicester got absolutely destroyed today by Newcastle, man. They got absolutely battered at home. And to be honest, rather than Yuri Tielemans, who played the full 90 minutes today, the midfielder on that pitch that should have been at Arsenal is Bruno Guimaraes. That's the midfielder we should have signed. But anyway, it is what it is. Tielemans on a free. I think the club will take him in the summer if they can. Would they go for him? Listen, at the end of the day, Tielemans has been poor, but in reality, he's better than Lokonga. He's better than El Neni. So as a squad player in the summer on a free, I wouldn't be totally against it. I know we're in a zone at the moment where Tielemans, you know what I mean, it ain't working for us right now. But on a free in the summer as a squad player, I would take him ahead of El Neni and Lokonga. If you're signing him to be a starting player and he's your main man, then maybe I'm not really interested, you know. So, but reports saying that Arsenal are very close to signing him on a free for next season. So you get him on a free, 100 grand a week, free 4-year deal, hold bench. If we're in the Champions League, you're going to need depth. You're going to need quality. He wouldn't be a bad squad player. He's gone from starting lineup to fodder for me. But anyway, we'll leave the rest until tomorrow, people. We are 5 minutes away from kickoff. 2,300 of you in the chat. Big up to each and every one of you. 63 of you on Twitch as well. C-Unit business back in full effect. And I'm looking forward to this game. And do you know what? As I've watched other teams play throughout the day, I've started to get a little bit more nervous about this game. Because I'm like, damn, we have to win this game. And it's a game that I feel like we should win. But at the same time, if you don't handle your business, things can go wrong. Do you know what I mean? So, and West Ham are going to be up for it. I'm a bit disappointed that Antonio is fit. I was really hoping that he wasn't available. So let's see how he gets on. The game's on Amazon Prime for anybody who's watching, by the way. So get yourself on Amazon Prime if you want to watch the game. But we are back, people. 4 minutes until kickoff. The players are in the tunnels. Declan Rice leading out West Ham. A lot of people saying they would take Declan Rice. Could be available for around 70 million in the summer. But hit the likes. Hit them likes. Let's get 2,000 likes. The players are coming on the pitch. We are back. Premier League action. Table-topping Arsenal against West Ham. London derby. I think this will be a tricky game. I can't lie. I've seen a lot of people saying 4-0. We're going to batter them. They've only won 4 games this season. I think this will be a tougher game than it looks like on paper. Big up Carlo. Said, let's go, lads. Big up Big C and the community. Been a while. Big up yourself, my bro. Hope you're well. Stand up if you hate Tottenham. Why not? Big up man like Ivan Toney as well, taking a couple points of them earlier on today. Saliba starting and Tierney happy with that. I think we're solid at the back. And do you know what? I think Tierney up against Jared Bowen, that might work out better for us than Zinni, you know, just because defensively, I would say that Tierney is a little bit better. So give me your score predictions, people. Get those score predictions in. Arsenal against West Ham. I went for 3-1. I downgraded it to 2-1. But I'm going to stick with it. We're in the festive period. I'm going to go for... No, do I go 2-1 or 3-1? Let's stick with 3-1. Let's stick to 3-1 to the Gunners. Wouldn't surprise me if it was 2-1, though. I think it will be tough. I think it'll be a tight game. No, I'm going to go for 2-1. I'm going to go for 2-1. I can't lie. I think it will be a close-fought win. I think West Ham will make life difficult for us. But let's see what you're saying. 3-0 said MO7. Reaction saying 3-1. Gunnar8 said 1-0. Big up Omar C Unit Business. Roman said 4-2. 2 for Saka, 2 for Eddie. Ty saying 3-2. Hendon Gunnar going for 1-1. Ring Rusty draw. Lino said Eddie with the hat-trick. Let's see, man. Let's see. I hope so. 1-0 to the Arsenal, says Cello. Utabia Guna. Haroon says 2-0. Red Bull Vodka going for 2-0. Latte's going for 3-1. Lay says 1-0. Martinelli brace. Sean's going for 2-1. Anas says 2-0. And Saki says 4-1. Anthony's going for 1-0 to the Gunners, people. Either way, it's got to be 3 points. That's all I know. However it happens, we just got to make it happen. That's the only thing that matters right now. So hopefully we win this game and remain at the top. Manchester City play against... who have they got? They've got Leeds on Wednesday. Which on paper you would expect them to win that as well, to be honest. So yeah, let's see. I've got 2 screens running here. Because they seem, when I watch it on the TV for some reason, there seems to be a slight delay. So I've got 2 screens going off here, people. They're doing a minute applause here for a player, George Cohen, who passed away. Hal B says 2-0 to West Ham. West Ham. Free 14 days Prime, people, if you want to watch the game. Yeah, I think if you're not on Prime, you can register, get 14 days free. Watch the game for free, people. Why not? Gotta do what you gotta do. Inflation is real, people. Yeah, listen, let's win the game, and then we'll worry about West Ham. You're right. Absolutely right, Ben. Big C, don't forget, would you purchase Eddie EM14? Yeah, man, if Eddie scores a hat-trick today, we'll buy an Eddie Nketiah shirt with his name on the back. I'll give it away on tomorrow's stream if it happens. Do I think it'll happen? I doubt it very much. But if it does, then I'll be paying out. Come on, Eddie. Listen, as I said, people, no matter what I think about Eddie, I want goals from him. Prove me wrong. Prove anyone who questions him wrong. Listen, for me, I'm absolutely delighted that Arsenal are back. The World Cup was one of the best World Cups I've ever watched. And full credit for that World Cup. But it just ain't the same. It's not the same. It can be as exciting as you want. It's not the same as watching our team play. It just isn't. So I'm delighted that we're back, man. Absolutely delighted. I'm so glad that Saliba is back. I just felt Rob Holding against Antonio could be a problem. So we're at full strength. We're about to get underway, people. Arsenal against West Ham. First game back for the Gunners in the Premier League after the World Cup. West Ham to get us underway. Looking forward to this game. Come on, Eddie, lad. Prove us wrong. I'm going for 2-1 to the Gunners. The players take the knee. Applause from the Arsenal fans. And West Ham shooting from right to left. Get us underway, people. We are back. Premier League action is back. Arsenal against West Ham. London derby. And we are underway. Great to see Arsenal back, man. I'm telling you, I love it. Red and white army settings, people. Ashburton army in the clock end. Making lots of noise. I got to be honest as well. Dawson, not the quickest. Should be a centre-back that we should be able to trouble, really. Get around him. Make life difficult for him. We need Buddy Love, not Professor Clump. I'm telling you, man. Definitely need Buddy Love to take over, you know. Odegaard on the ball. He must be buzzing. It must have been horrible for a lot of these players to sit there and watch the World Cup. Martinelli, left-hand side. His cross, his block goes out for a throw-in. It's showtime, Eddie. It is showtime. Let's go. Next two games are tough. Brighton and Newcastle. Yeah, and Brighton away, who won, I think, today against Southampton. And Newcastle, who battered Leicester today. Newcastle up to second in the league. Oh, no. Martinelli's down, holding his ankle. Referee's playing on. West Ham on the attack. Ramsdale clears. Come on, ref. He's still down. Come on, man. The ball's right next to him. Fair play to Fabianski. Kicks the ball out of play. Martinelli down injured is just like, wow. Declan Rice, I mean, let's have a look at the challenge. I mean, to be fair, he wins the ball. The studs are up a little bit. Rice and Martinelli hug there and everything's all right. He's probably saying, don't worry, mate. I'll be playing for you lot next season anyway. So no worries about that. The game's on Amazon Prime, so get yourself involved. Yeah, right. You know Rice, he puts them challenges in. He puts them tough challenges in, so I'm not surprised, man. He said it's a crisis if Partey or the wingers get injured, 100%. Again, who are we bringing on? West Ham in possession. Come on, Arsenal. Get that ball moving. Free kick to Arsenal. Foul on Martin Odegaard. Noodles and Rice. Darwin Noodles. Declan Rice and Peas, people. Big C stream on Prime app is faster than the website. Okay, fair enough. Let's have a look. We'll move across. Appreciate that, bro. I don't want Rice anywhere near Arsenal. What are you saying? You don't rate him? Not a fan. 10 seconds, 23. Yeah, I'll try it on there. You're not a fan of Declan? Listen, I wouldn't pay the kind of numbers that they want for him, man. They're going to want 18, maybe 80 million for him, even with a year left. I think he'll end up at Chelsea, I got to be honest. He's a Chelsea fan. He seems to have always been linked with them as well. I don't particularly rate him. I think he's good at what he does. He gets around, but I don't think he's that great on the ball. Hype merchant, not for me. Rice swings his legs like, oh, dear. Ajax fan here, you guys need Edson Alvarez. I think Chelsea tried to get him, didn't they, in the summer? Prime app on PS5. Only rice we do is rice and peas, rice and gunga beans. Yeah, maybe we don't need him, you know. Maybe we don't need Declan Rice. But he will get a big move in the summer, you know. English hype, a lot of hype around him. And his age as well. Saka gets the ball out wide. West Ham getting a lot of bodies behind the ball, man. They're not making it easy for us, that's for sure. And Rice is on the ball. Game on Peacock stateside if you're looking for a stream, people. As I said, if you're not on Amazon Prime, the game is on Amazon Prime. You can join for free for 14 days if you don't have it already. Saka with the shot. Saka scores for Arsenal. Bakar, the flag's up, the flag's up. Calm down, calm down. False alarm, people, false alarm. I was about to go crazy. Please be onside. He's on. Nketiah's on. Is this going to count? Odegaard into it. Oh, no. Does the ball touch Saka on the way to Nketiah? Arsene Wenger's in the stadium. Nah. People, how are you not letting me know? It's offside, by the way. It's offside. I think the ball touches. Does the ball touch Saka? When Odegaard plays the ball, Eddie's onside. But I think the ball flicks off Saka while Eddie is offside. If it touches Saka, it don't count. Oh my God. I think it touches him. I thought it touched the West Ham defender. Oh, they are so lucky. Goal's been disallowed, people. Nah, Wenger. Wenger is in the building. Are you crazy? Arsene's here, people. Daddy Wenger's come over. I think this is the first time he's been to the Emirates. I'm sure he said he's never been back since leaving. Wenger is at the Emirates. Ah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Build the man his statue, man. You know, when he left, it was a little bit tetchy when he left. We were fuming with what had happened, man. But he's back, man. Oh my days, Wenger is at the Emirates. I can't, but you know, he's every Arsenal fan is our second dad. We know this, man. We all love Wenger, man. Build him his statue. Build him his statue. I gotta tweet it, man. We all love Wenger, man. Great to see him there. Great to see him. Listen, towards the end, it was sad the way it ended. I don't think anybody can hate Wenger, man. I just think he was caught in a trap of, like, I don't know when to leave. It's like he always felt he could change things, but great to see him. Great to see. I want the statue for him. I don't care. I know it ended bad, but that guy provided me with the best Arsenal that I've ever watched in my life. You brought Thierry and then man to the carpet. I want a statue. I'm not gonna lie. Some people saying get a stand named after him. I want a statue, mate. I think he did burn himself out. I think sometimes, you know, when you get older, especially, you're very stubborn. You think you can change things. I always think he felt like he could turn it around. But he didn't, man. I love seeing Wenger in the Emirates. Beautiful sight, man. What a guy. West Ham on the attack, though. Jared Bowen. Good ball down the line. Kufal on the overlap. Stands it up, headed away. And Arsenal clear it. He needs a job upstairs. I think he said, I saw an interview once, I think he said he didn't want to come back to Arsenal. What a run by Gabby Martinelli. Skips past one. Cuts inside. Great run. That's a terrible foul, man. Nah. Come on, man. Jared Bowen with a horror tackle. Yellow card. Great footwork by Martinelli. Oof, that's a naughty challenge, man. I don't know if he catches him with the studs. Nah, maybe just misses him. Horrible. Martinelli, for me, is the star of this team. I don't care. I think he's going to be a superstar. Big up, Brian. Thank you very much for the super chat, bro. Said, Brooklyn, New York. Popper in the house. Love the graphics. Big up yourself, bro. Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at? Brooklyn. Come on, come on. Free kick to Arsenal, people. Big up, Brian, with the super chat. BK in the house. NYC, stand up. Martinelli with the in-swinging free kick. Yellow card to Jared Bowen. LD Phoenix said, do you like that North London Forever tune? You know what? I haven't really liked it. The only time I liked it for some reason is when we beat Chelsea in Orlando, and it came on and I was like, you know what? This is actually a big song, but I can't lie. I'm going to be totally honest. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Maybe it needs more time for me to really connect with it as our song. But I'm not the biggest fan of it. But, you know, if we win the title and you blast out North London Forever, I'll probably sing every word shamelessly, you know. It is what it is. You know me, I don't hide people. We're shameless with it. Arsenal on the ball. Yeah, Dino, I'm not, it's a bit cheesy for me. It's not You'll Never Walk Alone, I can't lie, but yeah, I know what you're saying. It's too nice. Like, I want you to come to the Emirates and feel like this is a cauldron that you're coming to. You know, I feel like when you're in North London Forever, these streets are our own. You know, if I was on the opposition, I heard that, I think, yo, these man think they're going to the theatre or something. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. But listen, if we win a title, maybe, and I'll shamelessly sing it. Here come Arsenal on the attack. Left-hand side. Gabriel Martinelli in the area. Whips it in. Headed away. The thing with this Craig Dawson, he's a big guy. He's one of them old-school centre-backs. Heads it and kicks it. Not great on the floor when you move him, but he'll win his headers. Oh, Xhaka tries a through ball there. Oh, no, it was Xhaka on the end of it, sorry. Great ball from Odegaard, just a little bit too much power. It's arguably the worst song I've ever heard, said my channel. That song is soft. Sounds like a fairy tale. Yeah, it sounds like, you know, you're listening to Frozen. You know when you want, you know, Frozen. It's one of them that I'm expecting to see a snowman come out and these streets are our own. You know, you see a snowman just floating off. We're walking in the air. Da, da. Come on, man. I want a war song when you come to the Emirates. Let them know we ain't playing. Here come West Ham on the attack. Bowen skips by Tierney. Oh, whipped in and good tackle there. Tierney got done at the near post. Jared Bowen, but Arsenal managed to clear it, and that should be a free kick. Good play there by Bowen, I can't lie. Skip past Tierney quite easily there. I actually think Jared Bowen's a good player. I'm not going to lie. Man said soft song, High School Musical. The Snowman was in my mind because I see it on TV yesterday. You know, it's a classic. You can't lie. The Christmas films, the songs, they've all been out, you know. What's a Christmas if you ain't watched, you know, Home Alone, Elf. You got to watch all them Christmas songs, films, you know. Disney Plus settings, man. We need war songs, people. You know what I mean? Proper songs. Cauldron. What's happening with Big C? What's happening with Pete, Fran's favourite player after Eddie? I mean, he's on loan, isn't he, in France? I think he's doing okay. I don't think he's pulling up trees. Ball over the top, looking for Antonio. Skips inside. Good challenge there. And we managed to clear. West Ham starting to create a bit of pressure. Thing with Antonio, you can go direct and he'll cause problems, man. That brother came out of non-league. He don't need a lot of service. Woof. He was causing Saliba a little trouble there, I thought. But Ben White gets on the cover and Arsenal clear the ball. Man said we need guns for sale. 50. Big tune, by the way. Oh, dear. Imagine they come out to some hardcore hip-hop. Die Hard, another good Christmas film for sure. The game is open. At the moment, we don't have, like, great control of it. I think West Ham are in it. Here's Odegaard. Trying to get between the lines. Needs more movement. Good little ball there. Chance for Arsenal. Shot! Oh, straight to the goalkeeper. Granit Xhaka on his right foot. Fabianski saves it. Good little movement there. Disney on Ice production, man. I'm telling you. We need some hardcore music, man. We're trying to turn the Emirates into a fortress. We're trying to intimidate people. You know what I mean? Mama said knock you out. You know what I mean? I want to hear something like that. Some old school. Streets are our own, man. You know what I mean? These men will be in tears before kickoff. Playing Man City at home, you see Odegaard crying before the game. These streets are our own. You know, I don't want to see all that, man. Haaland turns up on his robot mode. I need to see some madness. I want war songs coming on. But anyway, man said the hacker. Oh, combate. Ooh. Hey, man, big up, big up. It is what it is. We need proper songs. But hey, if we win the title, I don't mind. Biggie, give me the loot. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Sounds like a tune from a Leonardo DiCaprio rom-com. Two-pack. Here's some hit 'em up on, man. Ball over the top. Cresswell collects it. West Ham growing into the game a little bit, man. I don't like it. Declan Rice does well there. Keeps possession. I watched Bad Santa last night. Hilarious. Great film. Great film. Adults Christmas film, that, innit? A bit more, you know. Not really one for the kids. Boys are looking sharp, looking hungry. We need to just create that chance. We haven't really created that chance yet, apart from the disallowed goal. But in play, we haven't really created. Cresswell long ball goes out for a throw-in on the halfway line. We're going to win this match. I hope so. I hope Arsenal do win this match. Craig said, I'm a Rangers man. Saka is your future, hands down. Listen, Saka, Martinelli, Saliba, I think that whole group there it can grow together. And hopefully you put the likes of Smith Rowe into that group because of the age. If Mudryk comes in, then you want to put him in that group as well. I'm hoping that we've got a group of like 6 or 7 22, 23-year-olds that are just going to get better and better. You maybe surround them with a few experienced players, a couple big hitters as well, and there's your recipe for success, hopefully. But I think we need a better bench. I really do. Don't think our bench is good enough. Arsenal on the attack. Odegaard. Chance for Arsenal. Oh, the pass is cut out at the last minute. He had Martinelli on the overlap. Good defending there. Odegaard starting to get between the lines. They're struggling to pick him up. We just need that final ball. And he said, let's hope Paqueta don't dance at the Emirates. Nah, man, we don't want to see no dancing from Paqueta today. Any Brazilian dancing on this pitch, it's got to be Martinelli, you know? Not no Paqueta. Look, he said, as a United fan, credit to Arsenal's ruthless spirit and desire. Just need 2 young players. We just need a couple... I think you need know-how sometimes, you know. It's good to have a couple of players that have won things, you know, big trophies and can sort of guide the group a little bit. Fraser said Home Alone, Elf, The Star, Miracle on 34th Street, Claus, and the Nativity Song. Christmas classics, man. There's plenty of them. Plenty of them. Wenger at the game for the first time. It's absolute joyous scenes for me, that. Honestly. Absolute legend. I can't believe it. Well, I'm in shock. I saw an interview where he said, he's found it hard to come back. Oh, Saka nearly nutmegged him there, but Cresswell does well, wins a throw on the halfway line. Yeah, I'm delighted to see him there. And listen, I hope they bring him there more often. Make him an ambassador or something, you just send him on tour. I would love to meet him. I think he's a footballing genius. I've always said with genius, sometimes is a little bit of madness. And I think towards the end, we saw the madness. In the first 10 years, maybe we saw the genius. But always for me, an icon, a legend of Arsenal. South London's finest. One thing I would say, what Mudryk brings is him on the last defender will frighten the opposition. Yep, runners. You need runners. Ball over the top. Ben White finds Saka. Right-hand side. Up against Cresswell. Rolls him into the area. Good tackle, though, by Declan Rice. He's having a good game. Not going to lie. Declan Jollof Rice is having a good game. Gets Cresswell out of a lot of pressure there. West Ham win a free kick, And Saka rolled Cresswell there into the area. Quick pull of the shirt, but gets away with it. And Declan Rice comes and tackles him there. Rice having a good game. I'm not even going to cap. I said he was a little bit overhyped at times. Only Rice I want to see is Jollof Eddie or Partey, says Brio. He's having a good game today. I'm not even going to cap. Declan Rice and Pease is playing well. Mate, nothing but praise from Saka. Young man, my arse would be making, but please help him as a nation with confidence. You wondered, didn't you, how was Saka going to react to what happened to him with England last summer? I think it's made him even better. I think it's made him kind of, sometimes them scars, they hurt. You don't want to have to go through that again. You look at the strength of Saka. A lot of young players would have said, right, I missed a penalty for my country in a final. Simplest thing to do for Saka could have been, don't take no penalties. Look, I think he's scored every penalty for Arsenal since. Ben White hits the byline, crossed in, cleared for a corner to Arsenal. Mick, I don't think Eddie's hardly touched the ball. I got to be honest. I'm not being disrespectful by not mentioning him. He's hardly been involved in the game. But corner to Arsenal here. Saka to take it, in swinger. And yeah, we're starting to play now. Odegaard getting on the ball between the lines. And Ben White and Saka, that link up on that right-hand side. In swinging corner. Saka to deliver it. Needs to beat that first defender. Does. Fabianski flicks it away. Tierney heads it back in. A few of the Arsenal players are offside there. West Ham clear it easily. It's offside. Free kick. Disappointing there. 19 minutes gone, people. Arsenal 0, West Ham 0. We had a goal disallowed. Saka and Nketiah was offside. Apart from that, we haven't created too much. I've got to be honest. We are starting to grow into the game a little bit. Matt said missing that pen made Saka bulletproof mentally. Yeah, listen, when you go through them things as a player, you either shy away and hide or you stand up and you be countered. And I think Saka has definitely stood up to the task. Antonio up front, he is giving some problems to our back four, that is for sure, because West Ham, they can just go direct to him. Doesn't look like a player that's been injured. Jared Bowen once again up against Tierney. He's causing problems. Whips it into the back post, headed away by Ben White. I've got to be honest, he's gone out for a corner there. Jared Bowen causing problems against Tierney there. Makes it look like he's going to cut back on his left. Goes onto the right foot. I think Tierney's got to stop that cross. Allows him to cross the ball in. When you got the likes of Antonio in there with his height, he's always going to be a problem. Corner to West Ham. Tierney hasn't trained a little bit this week. Didn't play in the pre-season or the mid-season friendly in the week. Maybe he's not fully fit, but Jared Bowen is turning him with ease at the moment, which is worrying to see. Corner to West Ham. Cresswell to take it. Drills it in. Near post. Flicked away. And it goes out for another corner. Kieran Tierney getting turned far too... People saying he looks stiff, man. I don't know what's going off. Man's moving like Johnny Five, the robot. You know what I mean? Johnny Five, I'm alive. Short Circuit, man. If you know, you know. Great film growing up. But it's another corner. Cresswell to take it. Tried to drill it near post. Ben White is having a good game. He's having a very good game. Doing well. Corner whipped in, cleared to the edge of the box. Benrahma shoots, saved by Ramsdale, straight at him. I said moving like the Tin Man. Arsenal on the counter-attack. Ramsdale throws it. Here's Eddie and Nketiah with 2-on-2. Lift your head, Saka's with him. Here's Eddie. Oh, shots blocked, Eddie. Lift your head. Saka was there. West Ham regained possession. Should he have just opened up his body there and passed it to Saka? And it's a free kick to West Ham there. Odegaard and Paqueta collide. Eddie, I understand. I've said this before about Eddie, right? And I'm not. I don't want to get onto him early on, right? But he has this thing, Eddie, where no matter how close the defender is to him, he'll try and shoot. I don't understand it. I know some coaches will say shoot. You know, the ball could go through his legs, but the defender's like a yard in, 2 yards ahead. Oh, come on. You just got to... I'm sorry, he's got to slip Saka in. Saka's in a great position on the right-hand side there. He's got to do better. Now, they're looking at a replay here. What's going on? Oh, Paqueta catches Odegaard in the side of the head with his boots, but he's all right. I think, on one hand... I'm in the team, I'm trying to prove a point, and I want to score. I respect that as a striker, Eddie, right? I respect that. But don't be selfish. Like, that's a great situation to roll it to Saka there. He could be in. Instead, he hit it straight at the defender, you know? Arsenal on the attack. I've got to admit, Tierney looks more comfortable going forward at the moment than defending. Thomas Partey clips it out wide. Saka with the knockdown. Chance for Arsenal. Oh, Odegaard puts it wide. Half chance there, you know. I think he could have done better. Thomas Partey does well in the middle. Clips it to the back post. Saka wins the header. Odegaard inside the 6-yard box. Does Fabianski save that? I think he saves it. Half chance there. Could have maybe just lobbed it over him. And that's a corner, surely. It's a goal kick. He's put it wide. That's actually a decent chance. I'm disappointed with that. Good knockdown by Saka. Odegaard's just got to help it over Fabianski and we could be 1-0 up. Great ball by Thomas Partey. Big up to everyone tuned in, the whole C unit. Really appreciate it. 2.5k in here. 46 on Twitch as well. Big up to each and every one of you. Lick down that like button. Should be a standard 2,000 likes. First game back. Yeah, Haroon, I thought he saved it, Fabianski. I got to be honest, I thought he saved it. West Ham on the attack. They're 3-on-2. Jared Bowen's in. He looks like it's a penalty. He's given it. Penalty to West Ham. Penalty to West Ham. We've had an absolute nightmare. Long ball up to Mikel Antonio. And they're appealing for a red card. This could all go pear-shaped. This could all go pear-shaped. Just give me back the World Cup. I've seen enough. Long ball up to Antonio. Saliba hesitates. Bowen. Oh, my days. I mean, first of all, is that a penalty? And second of all, is this a red card? We could be in trouble. We could be in trouble here. I mean, I think it's a penalty. Surely Ben White is considered to be on the cover there. That can't be a red. You can't hit us with double jeopardy there. The contact is minimal. Bowen's playing for it. But you know what, people? You know what? The game is the game. I'm not even... do you know what, people? I'm not even hating on Jared Bowen. He knows what he's doing. I think... minimal contact, but it is what it is. I'm not even mad at him, you know, Jared Bowen, for doing that. Because if our player did that, I wouldn't go mad. I'm more concerned about the red card. I got to be honest. He's given the penalty. VAR have given the penalty. He can't give a red, surely. Ben White's on the cover. I don't think he's even given a yellow card, is he? Oh, dear me. Maybe Saliba wasn't ready to play. I don't even know if he makes contact with him. Looking at the replay, does he even touch him? I don't even know if he touches him. I need to... Oh, dear me. Oh, we are back, can't we? We never make things easy. Never. Said Benrahma for West Ham. Omar says minimal contact. I thought the back of his foot might have touched Saliba's knee or whatever. Here we go. Said Benrahma against Ramsdale. Come on, Rambo! You had to do nothing at the World Cup. Come on! Save this penalty, Rambo. We need you right now. Benrahma scores. Just take me back to the World Cup, man. I just want to see Mbappe and Messi. 1-0 to West Ham. Please don't do this, man. First game back. I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this kind of stress. West Ham 1. Arsenal 0. I looked at the replay there. I think there's slight contact with the back of his foot. But I don't know. It's minimal. He's manipulated it. He's manipulated it. Listen, it happens. Listen, I've been in managers' dressing room. They say, listen, any kind of contact, go down. I think Saliba's leg makes slight contact with his left foot. But I think he's playing for it. Tiny bit of contact with his left foot, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not even gonna moan about the penalty. I'm not, because he's out of position. He's dived in. If you dive in as a defender and you don't win the ball and you make any kind of contact, when they make slow motion and VAR, they're gonna give a penalty. It's the reality. I agree with every single one of you saying he's basically going diving. He's going down already. Saliba's put himself in that situation. The minute you dive in and you don't get the ball and there's any contact, when they slow that down in VAR, they're going to give it. They're going to give it. The defending is poor. He's allowed Antonio to get the ball and turn, play the pass. Bowen's outpaced him. It's sloppy defending. I think it's poor defending from Saliba. I've got to be honest. I'm not even going to cap. If that went against Arsenal, I'd be screaming for the penalty. Jared Bowen again up against Tierney. Whips it in. Tierney, come on, man! How much space do you want to give him? He's just letting Bowen bring the ball down on his chest and turn, man. Get tighter to him. Kieran Tierney's moving mad. He's getting roasted by Jared Bowen. Dan Lawless is going nuts. Fair play to him, man. It is what it is. West Ham, they've won 4 games all season. 16th in the league. I said it at the start of the game, people. Forget where they are in the league. This is a restart. It ain't the same no more. We got Eddie up front. We can't get him on the ball. I'm not happy with this. I'm not happy with this at all. This is poor, man. This is poor. I think, listen, I understand a lot of people saying minimal contact and all that, but I'm going to be honest. I think it's a penalty. I think it's a penalty. I think he's out of position. He's panicked. And he hasn't won the ball. And even if the contact's minimal, when you're running, who can really say how much contact it takes to knock you over? And then if he feels the contact, he's just going to hit the floor anyway. It's poor from Saliba. His positioning's awful. That's a good question, you know. Has Ramsdale ever saved a penalty for Arsenal? Like, real talk. Has he saved a penalty since he's been at the club? I'm not dissing him, but has he saved one penalty since he's been it? Diving's part of the game. I'm sorry, it is. And I don't... There's enough contact that he can say, I didn't dive. You fouled me. I don't think he has he? Has he say? I don't think he saved one penalty for us. Did he save Leeds or did Bamford? Or did he put it wide? I think he might have put it wide. I don't think Ramsdale saved one penalty for us. He went straight down the middle, to be fair, which at the Premier League level, most goalkeepers dive out of the way. If you put a pen down the middle, you'll probably score. I think it's a pen. I do. You know me, I don't cap. I said 2-1 before the game, so I'm going to try not to panic. This is the goal I said they would get. Clumsy defending from Saliba, but He's probably a bit ring rusty and he ain't played. We need Martinez back. Oh, man. I don't think Twitter can deal with them tweets. Thoughts on Eddie so far? I think it's best I prefer not to speak. If I speak, I'm in big, big trouble. It was a pen? Yeah, listen, I think it was. I think it was. Oh, man, please. It's Boxing Day, man. What the hell? I'm trying to relax. This is like Christmas Day Part 2 and Arsenal trying to stress us all out straight away. Come on, Saka. Arsenal on the attack. They've got to respond now. Eddie Tax. I'm fuming. I don't like the way the game looks. Doesn't look like we're creating anything. Like we're getting on the ball. We need to get Martinelli and Saka on the ball. Here we go. Move the ball. Oh, Saka. Edge of the penalty area. Back to goal. They're forcing us back. We're not moving the ball quick enough for me. It's side to side. West Ham, look. Everyone's behind the ball. Antonio. All 11 players behind the ball. They're 1-0 up. They're going to protect their lead now. Come on, move the ball. Partey finds Martinelli. Ball out wide. Kieran Tierney drills it across. Cleared away. West Ham now will be thinking, put 11 players behind the ball and try and win this 1-0. That's all they'll be thinking now. If they can catch us on the break, they will. Tierney, left-hand side. We're too slow. It's too passive. It's too slow. Tierney whips it in. I think them high crosses suit West Ham. Dawson. Big old school championship type defender who'll head everything. Partey with the pass. Come on. Ben White. Saka on the overlap. Cross it, man. What are you waiting for? Saka. Whips it into the back post. Oh, Dawson. Honestly, Dawson and these men will head it all night. You can't play like that against West Ham, in my opinion. Not unless you got a big target, man. 6'4". Eddie ain't winning headers over Craig Dawson. You have to move them, man, on the floor. They're slow. West Ham on the attack here. Ben Rama up against Ben White. Cresswell on the overlap. We're struggling here. Cresswell stands it up. Ramsdale comes out. He's fouled by Antonio. Free kick given. I'm not liking this. Not liking it, people. Not liking it. It's not good. We're moving the ball too slow. Antonio's a problem. Do you know what I mean? This is a different kind of test. Big, quick, physical. He'll rough you up. Then man come out of non-league. Do you know what I mean? They're up for the fight. And West Ham just play a long ball up to him. He'll make it stick. He'll wait for Ben Rama. Bowen's rinsed Kieran Tierney in this first half. Yeah, bring the World Cup back, man. I just want to watch Messi. Here's Eddie Nketiah. He's fouled. No, what's going on? Here's a chance. What's the ref doing? The ref looked like he was going to blow the whistle, then stopped. West Ham clear. Eddie gave the ball away there. Should have found Saka. Thomas Partey. Come on! Wake up! Waited 6 weeks for this garbage. What's going on? Too much North London Forever songs before the game. Here's Xhaka. Oh, gives it away. Can we have the World Cup back, people, please? I just want to watch Messi achieve greatness. This is stress. Dear me. First game back. Tierney, left-hand side, hits the byline. It's a nothing cross. Don't go back to that default settings last season where we're just putting 30 crosses in a game. Move the ball quick. Thomas Partey out wide to Saka. Ben White on the overlap. Cuts inside. Partey again. It's way too slow. Here we go. Martinelli whips it in. Headed away. They will head it away all day long. Honestly, I'm not a football manager. Well, apart from on Football Manager. But you do not want to put high crosses onto Craig Dawson. He is built for that. He's big, tall. He heads it, he kicks it. He's like an elite championship defender. He'll head it and kick it all day long. The guy has got like 45 pace on FIFA. He is slow. Move him around, and that's how you'll cause problems. They've won 4 games all season, right? They've lost 9 games this season, West Ham. You're putting high crosses in with Eddie up front, who's probably not even 6 foot against Craig Dawson. This brother's heading the ball. These are kind of men who put Vaseline on their eyebrows. You know what I mean? Them man are made to head the ball. It's mad. Arsenal win a throw-in. I'm not liking this. I'm worried. 10 minutes till half-time, people. We need to do better. Man said he's an old citizen. He is, man. He's like an OAP, man. But he'll head the ball all day long. I blame that World Cup break. Come on, man. Fix up. Surely Jesus alone don't just finish our team off. Come on. Don't like the way we're playing. West Ham on the ball. We give the ball away easy there. Declan Rice, boy. Said he was a bit overrated. He's had a very good game. Vaseline on the eyebrows, people. I'm telling you. You ever see a defender who puts Vaseline on his eyebrows? You know it's real. Man's head's like a right foot. They'll head it like they'll take a penalty with their head. Bang! Straight off the floor, man. You kick them man in the head. Nothing. No effect. Has the World Cup taken away our momentum? This ain't good. Do not want to be going in at half-time 1-0 down. We've created very little. That's the worry. Why are we playing so slow? West Ham have got that goal now. They're putting people behind the ball. And now it's a low block. Low blocks are not easy to break down. Adam says Shamak's better than Eddie. I probably agree. That is a rugby tackle almost on Saka. Play on. There we go. We're moving the ball better. Keep it moving. We're moving the ball nicely, but not making enough progress, like side to side. Tierney steps into the midfield. Here we go. Eddie, pass, man. Eddie, stop shooting. He's shooting for no reason. Oh, my day. Straight through to him. You got Martinelli on the overlap. And he's just shooting with his left foot. What am I watching? You got a clear pass to Martinelli and you're just shooting straight at the defender. He makes me sick, man. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be supportive. Why is he shooting there with his left foot? He's got Martinelli on the overlap. The defender's a yard away from him. How desperate. I know you're desperate to score, bro, but please use your head. Here we go again. Ben White finds Saka up against Cresswell. Get at him. Get at him. Ben Rama's quickly back on the cover, man. They're not allowing Saka 1v1. Great ball. Ben White hits the byline. Great little Cruyff turn. Oh, it's up in the air. The high cross ain't working for us. I don't know how many times I need to say it. All these men here, Declan Rice and Dawson, them man want to head the ball. All day long they'll head the ball. Eddie's playing against us. Oh, man. We need a striker. Please. Please, we got to sign a striker, man. But the whole team's got to step up. I don't just want to put the blame on him. We're not moving the ball quick enough. Ben White steps into central areas now. Gives it away, but we win it back with Odegaard. Partey. It's so intricate. Please just shoot from distance. We're one of them teams, 25 yards out. We don't shoot. Here we go. We're still trying to play 1-2s on the edge of their box. And they win a free kick. Oh, this reminds me of the latter years of Arsene Wenger. It really does. Edge of the penalty area there, and nobody wants to shoot. We're trying to play a 1-2. Oh, dear me. This is painful to watch. Check Eddie's betting account. This is horrible. It shows how much we're relying. Antonio with the shot. There goes wide. Goal kick. It shows how much we're relying on Gabriel Jesus, which isn't good. It really isn't. Look at that. One long ball over the top. Ben White, surely you got to help him here. Antonio's up there by himself. One long ball and causing problems to us. It's all mad, people. It's too easy. We need a striker before a winger, I'm telling you. We need a striker. And we're going to go and probably spend 60 million on a winger. Dawson, Kufau, these, man, I'm telling you, Vaseline on the eyebrows. They'll head it, kick it. You can't just put 20 high crosses in and think that that's going to happen. It ain't going to happen. Dawson will head it all day. Come on, come on. We need a goal before half time. Saka. They've doubled up on him straight away. Eddie finds Odegaard. Somebody shoot! Stop trying to play 1-2s! Where's the ball? We've lost it. We're trying to play like prime Barcelona. More like prime Barnet at the moment. Shoot! Please, somebody just shoot. There's Odegaard. We've played about 21-2s. Nobody wants to pull the trigger. Odegaard, 25 yards out. Shoot, man! Here we go. Here we go. Martinelli in the area. Crossed in. Cleared away by Craig Dawson. How many times am I going to say it? Vaseline on the eyebrows. Stop with the high cross. We're not winning no headers above this guy. Move him around. Here's Eddie. Great turn. Gets clattered. Martinelli, high cross, goes out. It's probably in the River Thames it went so high. Stinking out the place. Horrible. Horrible, people. Horrible. I told you. I said it, and I hate to say it, and I don't want to be a pessimist, but I'm going to say it because we're all thinking it deep down. The second that I heard Gabriel Jesus was out for 3 months, I said, listen, if we finish top 4, I'm happy. Do I want the title? Absolutely. Are we winning the title? Unless they sign a striker, a quality striker, it ain't happening. Let's not cap. You know, it's the season to be jolly. Yeah, it was a good run, Shakir. It was a good run. We're top, and I'll enjoy it. And you never know. But give me top 4 and we keep it moving. This team, too many injuries, too much lack of squad depth. You can't go down to Eddie as your second choice. You just can't. You can't win a title and say that he's good enough. But it is what it is. Let's see. Stranger things have happened. Win this game 2-1. Sign 2 players. Maybe I change my mind, but we'll burn out our players because we can't rotate. If we have to take a centre-back out, that's not bad because you could go Ben White and play Tomiyasu at right-back. Take that. Left-back, we're not bad. Centre-mid, forget about it. Thomas Partey comes out. The downgrade is ridiculous, right? El Neni Lokonga. The striker drop-off is insane how big it is. Sometimes you only realise how good a player is once he comes out of a team. Your stock can go up when you're not in the team. And I think you're looking at it today going, boy, Gabriel Jesus was doing a lot for this team. You know what I mean? But, hey, it is what it is, man. Arsenal waited 4 years. Arsenal waited years to come back. Right, listen. Let's see how we do. And then he comes back. He says, damn, maybe I should have never come back. You throwing in the towel already? No, we ain't throwing in the towel. But I'm just saying, I think it's gonna be difficult. Abdul Ghaffar said, calm down, you're putting us under pressure. The pressure's there, bro. Right, here we go. Yellow card for Kufau. Terrible tackle. I think Arsenal were looking for a red. Martinelli's down again. No, come on. I want a VAR check. I want a VAR check. Realistic, not negative. Tell him again. Tell him again. Talk the talk. Stamped on his foot. I think if his foot's a little bit higher, Kufau gets sent off. Because he kind of plants it down on his foot, I think he gets away with a yellow. He's lucky there. If his foot was a bit higher, I think he gets sent off. Arsenal playing 0-5-6. Yeah, I was hoping it was a red. Martinelli's getting clattered at the moment. They're roughing him up, man. These man here, Kufal, them man aren't there to play games, people. They're not here to play games. I'm telling you, they'll kick you all over the place. Man said, bring in CR7. I told them. People didn't want to hear it. Odegaard with a free kick. Whipped in. And it's deflected. And it goes out for a goal kick. Oh, man. Please. I'm not enjoying this. Waited how long for this? 6, 7 weeks? Brighton away next week. Newcastle at home. Damn, fam. Please, we need a big second half. Otherwise, I'm trying not to get carried away, but boy. Whew. CR7. Nah, listen. Let me not say too much. I don't want to overreact. Odegaard. How long's added on? 2 minutes added on. It's not like the World Cup. I need 8 minutes added on. Eddie should be on 100k a year. I don't even know if it should be that much. Big C, we are playing like Stoke City. So much crossing his suit. I don't know. Do we think we got Peter Crouch and Zlatan up front or something? I don't know what's going on. Look at this football, man. Saliba under pressure. They're on us. Oof, gets away with it. Wins a free kick. Put Wenger up front. I'm telling you, he's tall. Put Martinelli up top. I'd put Martinelli up top and take Eddie off. I'm not even capping. I'll put Martinelli up top. Bring on Marquinhos or bring on... you could bring on Fabio Vieira as well. Get Arsene Wenger out of the stadium. He's doing a Drake on us, man. Bringing bad luck. Here's Saka, right-hand side. 2 on him straight away. Oh, he gives it away. We're stinking out the place. Arsene Wenger waited years to come back and watch Arsenal. And this is all you can provide him with. He deserves more than this. He waited 4 years for this. David Moyes going mad at the West Ham players. Wenger out. No, don't do that, you know. Wenger's brought the Drake curse to us. 4 years Wenger's took to come back and watch. And this is all you can produce. Listen, I told man. Here's Martinelli. Corner. Come on. Come on, man. Last chance before half time. 3 minutes added on. There's 30 seconds to go. The Wenger out shout is an absolute banger. Martinelli in swinging corner. Last chance before half time. Craig Dawson will probably head this away as well. He's headed everything else. Fabianski punches it away. Possession retained. Martinelli, edge of the box. Odegaard with a shot. Arsenal appeal for a penalty. They're appealing for handball. What's happening? He's giving a penalty to Arsenal! Come on! Penalty given! Come on, let's go! Penalty to the Gunners! We've stunk out the place, but who cares? Odegaard, I told you, shoot the ball. Anything can happen. Now we're going to get a VAR check, though. Martinelli, left-hand side, rolls it to Odegaard, edge of the box. The ball is blocked. All the Arsenal players appeal for handball. Is it a penalty? Oh, no. Does that hit him on the side of the head? I can't tell. It's Cresswell. By the way, I'm sure he's had a yellow card. It hits him on the head. It's not a penalty, people. It's one of them days. It's not handball. His arm's up like that, and it hits him on the head. It's not a pen. This is not going well. It's not a penalty. It's absolutely not a penalty. It hits him on the head. Hits him on the head. He's got both his hands up. He goes, yeah. Oh, man. How are VAR? Well, they're sending him to the screen. What's the point in VAR? Well, listen, I'll take it. If we get a penalty for that, it's the worst decision I've ever seen. Unless it flicked his hand before it hit his head. I don't know. If we get a pen for that, Rouse and Ellie's come back and dropped a brown envelope in someone's pocket. How are VAR not actually given? Does it hit his first arm? I mean, that looks as clear as day that it hits him in the head. But Michael Oliver, give it. I'll take it. If he gives this, it's the worst penalty in the history of football. And I'll take it shamelessly. He's going to No penalty. No penalty. Oh, man. This is not going well. I want the World Cup back, man. I was enjoying the World Cup. World Cup! World Cup! World Cup! We'll do the I Show speed dance, man. I don't want to watch this. I've had 6 nice weeks. Christmas, I'm all relaxed. You bring me back this. Look at Wenger. Wenger's in the stadium. Wenger waited 4 years to come back, and this is all you can provide him with. What's this? Kind of foolishness is this? Wenger can't believe it. I went from Messi to Eddie, man. What kind of foolishness is this? I went from the goat to the pig. Nutty Professor settings. Halftime whistle goes. They stunk out the Emirates. Halftime tweet's going to be brutal. I'm sorry. Poor. 72% possession, so what? Means nothing. Moving the ball slow. Don't have the options really on the bench. I'd take Eddie off at half-time. I'm not even capping. I'm sorry, people. I'm not capping. I ain't here to cap. I know I got a cap on, but I'm not capping. I'll get Eddie off at half-time. From the goat to the donkey. Ah, dear. Not good enough. Too slow in possession. Poor defending from Saliba for the penalty. I'm not letting him get away with it. Still trying to figure out how Eddie wears 14 and gets 100k a week. Twitter will go crazy with that, but they deserve it. Not good enough. Too slow in possession. Poor defending from Saliba for the penalty. Still trying to figure out how Eddie wears 14 and gets 100k a week. I'm saying, listen, I ain't here to cap, man. I've seen enough. Get him off. Half-time off, mate. Put Martinelli up front. Bring on Marquinhos or bring on Vieira or something. I'm done with him. I can't. I can pretend all day long. Oh, Eddie, yeah, we'll support you. Bun that. Bench him. Sell him. You can't even sell him anyway. Who's buying him? Usman said, Big C, first thing I did in my career mode was take the 14 off Eddie. But let me not say too much. It's the season to be jolly. Ah, dear me. Oh, Belly, nothing to do with Eddie. Left side has been trash. Listen, left side, right side, central. We haven't been good. We're moving the ball too slow. Jared Bowen, mate. Causing Tierney all sorts of problems. Ah, dear me. I want the World Cup back. I went from the World Cup, I show speed, to I show no speed up front in Eddie and Nketiah. We went from speed to I show no speed on 100k, wearing Thierry's number. Thierry, wherever you are, just turn the TV off, mate. You know what I mean? Thierry done all that. Thierry actually made the number 14 what it was. No matter what team you played for, yeah, if you wore that number 14, you was like, damn, I'm wearing this 14 because of Thierry. You know what I mean? You might even pull the socks above your knees. You knew what time it was. Do you know what I mean? It was 14. It was Thierry. He had his own finish. Open up on the left side, bend it in the far corner. He made it iconic. Blood clot. To this? Should have retired that 14, if anything. Should have just put the 14 on the statue and just left it. Indigo said, you're right, Curtis. Since West Ham's goal, Arsenal look like last season's team. They do. Slow. Putting 50 crosses in from Tierney. Who's going to win the header, bro? Who's going to win the header? They have to change the style. We're top of the league. We're meant to be sending out a message to Manchester City and Pep and them. What kind of message is this sending to them? You know what I mean? What kind of message is this? Big up Guna Gossip TV. What would you change in the second half? I mean, I'm trying not to say too much here. I can't lie, man. Thierry, they got Thierry there. I'm telling you now, yeah, sign Thierry at half-time. No cap. No cap. Get Thierry on a non-contract at half-time and bring him on at half-time. I need to hear Eddie talk, man. I need to hear Thierry talk, I mean. No, man. I'm fuming. I don't like that first half. Ronaldo, anyone? Just saying he's better than Sherman. Allow it, man. Listen, bro, I'm telling you. He wouldn't be at the top of my list, but no cap. Let's stop hiding from the truth. What do they say? The truth will set you free, people. The truth will set you free. I was saying I'm being a bit harsh on Eddie. I'm not, mate. I'm not. He ain't taking us to the promised land. He ain't taking us nowhere. He's taking us... It's a penalty, this contact. I told you. They zoomed in on it. Saliba fouls him. Let's not give him that excuse. I'm saying it now. And a few of you have said it. I'm saying it now. Before anyone else says it. Cristiano Ronaldo, till the end of the season, I'm willing to do it. I don't care if he can't press. I don't care if he's a bit miserable. CR37 for 6 months, I'll do it. You cannot leave me with that for 3 months up front. I can't accept it. Would he be at the top of my list? No, he wouldn't. No, I'm not saying he's at the top of my list. So everyone who's fuming with that, just relax. There's a few above there. I would rather, give me Memphis Depay. I would take Zaha. There are other options. But let me tell you something. He's on that list because I know he's better than that. And I know when you're putting 20 crosses in against Craig Dawson, I know who I would rather was trying to win that header. Cristiano Ronaldo or Eddie Nketiah. I'm sorry. We're not in a position. Beggars can't be choosers. CR7, 6 months. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll get his name on the back of my shirt just to wind up my new fans. CR767. You know what I mean? CR737. He can't press. Desi, I swear to you, I'm not talking out of ego. I'm not. We've got to start being realistic. Right? We got to be realistic. We need to get through 3 months. We got to find a way to get through 3 months. And this ain't the answer. The plaster's leaking. You've put the plaster on the cut and blood's coming. Nah, man, it ain't working. I take CR7 till the summer. And I ain't even hiding from it. I'm going to throw that on Twitter as well. They'll lose their mind over that. We just got to be honest. How come when we had Bentner, when we had Shamak, when we had who else? What other? Sanogo? Did we ever say, we never had this kind of energy for them, man? When you watch Nicholas Bentner, it was Bentner's rubbish. He will score you the odd goal because he's big, he runs around, he makes himself busy. He'll score you a goal every now and then. Shamak, didn't he score in his first 7 games or something? But we knew what time it was as a fan base. We said, all right, cool. Shamak, you're trash. With your greasy hair, you're rubbish. Nicholas Bentner, you're rubbish. Yeah, Lord Bentner, you're funny and you take funny pictures, but you're rubbish. You're a joke of a player. We don't want you up front. We don't want Sanogo, the postman. I'd rather have Postman Pat up front than Sanogo. And I'm sorry, Eddie's in that category with these man right now. Francis Jefferson, them man. It's just the truth. Just say it. We need to stop sitting here pretending like we're waiting for an explosion and he's just going to turn into a superstar. He ain't. He might turn into a half-decent striker at Brentford or, I don't know, Leeds, where he didn't even make it. Let's just say it as it is. Is Eddie good enough for Arsenal? No. Could he become good enough? Possibly. Have you got time to wait for him to become good enough? I haven't even got the patience to wait for it. I wish I could hear what these lot are saying now. Anyone who's watching this halftime conversation, I need to know what Thierry is saying about Eddie, by the way. I need to know. Because he's probably defending him. Right? To be fair, he ain't going to go and listen, it's not all bad. I'm having a bit of a... I waited 6 weeks. I was excited. I did not expect us to be 1-0 down. I really didn't. Thierry saying Eddie stole his forward. Nah, he'll back him. TT says Eddie has been okay. He's going to back him. He's going to back him. Do you know why? Because when Henry was a coach, he worked with the youth team. Eddie was in the youth team. He's coached him for a little bit. He's not going to go on national TV and say, Eddie's trash, give me my number 14 back. You know what I mean? He's not going to say that. But come on. I mean, Mikel Antonio is playing up front for West Ham. He's better than Eddie. No cap. He's better. Way better as well, by the way. Long ball up to him. Makes it stick. I don't know where we're going with this. And you know what, Laute? Let me say this, and I thank you for saying this, bro. I want to make this clear. And I don't even want to spend this whole half time talking about him. This is not Eddie's fault. This is not Eddie's fault. He's been put in a situation that he's not, in my opinion, capable of dealing with. You can't say to Eddie at this time in his career, you carry our attack for the next 3 months. He's played less than 20 first-team games for Arsenal from the start in the Premier League. 19. This is his 20th start, in the Premier League for Arsenal. He's so inexperienced at the top level. He's had one loan at Leeds, and we know how that went. They sent him back 6 months early. They said, we'll keep Bamford. It's one of them. Listen, you've got to talk about it. I'm sorry. I know it seems like I'm pinpointing him and all the blame's on him, but we feel like without Jesus in the team, it's a big part of the reason why we're struggling. But let me talk about other things. William Saliba, right? I think he's an incredible centre-back. I think his future it can go wherever it wants if he's focused enough, right? That penalty is a penalty. It's a penalty. I'm not going to give him the excuse of saying it's a dive. There's minimal contact, but there is contact. If I run past you and there's contact, it's very hard to say how much contact is going to make you fall over. And managers encourage strikers. If they make contact, go down, you get a penalty. Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is. You know, it is what it is, people. It's poor from Saliba. And I love Saliba. So it ain't nothing to do with, you're just going for Eddie because you don't rate him. I love Saliba. And that's a penalty. It's a penalty. It's poor defending. He allows Antonio to control it, turn, roll it in, gets outpaced, dives in. And there's this contact. It's a penalty. It's a pen. It's poor. It's absolutely poor. Eddie's in the chat. He said, Eddie said, check your dear. Eddie. Go on, Eddie, lad. But, yeah, it is. It's a pen. It's poor defending. We got to produce a heck of a second half. People say my tweet was reactionary. Listen, man. One thing I tell you, right, about Manchester City is to have any chance against Manchester City, you've got to be not far away from faultless to get anywhere near them. We've seen seasons where Liverpool have got 90 plus points and haven't won the league. That's the level that you've got to be at to get anywhere near them. If we were just going for top 4, I wouldn't be as feeling how I'm feeling right now. I'd be like, we're still good. But I actually want Arsenal to challenge for this league. I want them to go into the market and go and sign 2 very good players and give us a chance of going for it. If that's your ambition and that's what you want to achieve, you can't drop points against West Ham at home. We've lost 9 games already this season. First game after the World Cup. These players should have been absolutely at it. And it is very much a performance like last season. Slow, low block. We can't break it. We need a big second half. Brian said, my man, Big C Unit. I trust our boys to come back and make us all proud. I hope so, bro. Thank you for the super chat. Shampar said, Big C, do we have the worst second striker in the league? I mean, to be honest, I can't think who everyone's second striker is. I think I said the other day he was one of the worst starting strikers. But it is what it is. The team need to improve in this half, not just him. Tierney's getting roasted by Jared Bowen, by the way. He's getting absolutely rinsed by him. So he needs to fix up as well. Martinelli, they're just kicking him because they know he's the danger. And Saka, they double up on him, because they know he's the danger. And that's the thing now. West Ham are not fearful of Eddie. So they can double up on the wingers and feel more relaxed about it because they think, right, we can go 1v1 with Eddie, but we might need to get 2 on Martinelli. We might need to get 2 on Saka. We cannot keep putting high crosses in like we used to last season, at the start of the season. High crosses with no one up there. Who's going to win the headers? Players are back on the pitch. George G said, I bet a $5 you'd be saying I've always rated him. Mate, if he scores, we'll say it. Second off, shamelessly. But I think the shirt, I said if Eddie scores a hat-trick, I'll buy a shirt, put his name on the back and give it away tomorrow. I don't think there's any chance of that happening, I'm telling you. Absolutely no chance. Crazy, absolutely crazy. Just seeing some of the reactions on Twitter. But hey, it is what it is. Darren Bent saying we need Ivan Toney. Mate, he's going to be banned. I don't think that was going to happen. I've already given up, says Ben. Second half's about to kick off. Now, man, we got to keep the faith. Despite my mini meltdown at half-time, we got to keep the faith. You've got an agenda against him. No agenda, mate. I just think he's rubbish. That ain't an agenda. That's just my reality of the situation. But I blame the board and the manager. Second half underway. Come on. I know there was a mini meltdown. It's been a long 6 weeks. All is forgiven if we turn this around second half. Even you, Eddie. Even you. I say, I've always rated you and all that. Mikel. Pressure's on us, people. Pressure's on us because we need to win this game. When you got West Ham beating us, and then our next 4 league games, Brighton away, Newcastle at home, Man United at home, and Tottenham away. Mikel Antonio into the area, shoots! Saved by Ramsdale. Doesn't get enough power on it at the near post. Dangerous again, man. Latte said, I blame who gave him the contract. Eddie should be in League One at Bolton Wanderers because he wanders most of the time. Hey, I'd be proud of that one myself, man. That's a real quality dad joke, Latte, I'm telling you. The wandering striker. Alberto said, sorry, Curtis, I don't think Eddie is Arsenal level material, my friend. Need to buy someone ASAP. I agree with you. I agree. I totally agree. I think what I'm trying to say in context, people, is our next 4 games are harder than this one. So you can't be losing this game. That is for sure. We need a huge second half now. We need to show what we're about. We grind this out 2-1. We'll all sit there and say, that's what title challengers do. You win games. You win games when you haven't played well. That's what good teams do, right? Liverpool are signing Cody Gakpo. Breaking news. Did not see this one coming. Breaking news on Twitter, people. David Ornstein, sorry to break this. Obviously, he was a player Man United and Arsenal were linked with. Thomas Partey shoots, saved at the near post, goes for a corner. Liverpool close to reaching an agreement with PSV to sign Cody Gakpo. Negotiations are at an advanced stage. Initial fee is likely £37 million. Moving fast, if all goes to plan, he will travel to Liverpool to complete his medical. Cody Gakpo. Now you see what I'm talking about. They got Nunes, they got Salah, they got Firmino. Jota and Diaz injured. Cody Gakpo's on his way in. We got Eddie up front. Do you know what I mean? They've still got enough, but they're still adding to it. Crazy. 37 million initial fee as well. I mean, I haven't been convinced with Gakpo, to be honest, but damn, they've pulled that out of the hat. Goldbridge will be fuming. I thought he was going United. United now, though, they'll probably chase Felix with us. Alex said, I'm a happy Liverpool fan. You don't often see Liverpool spend in January, so They've done well. They've negotiated that. I bet Van Dijk's got him on international duty, man. That is a real shock. I would have thought he was going United. Mudryk is a mean player. Nunes has done that badly, but they're going for it. They're going for it, man. You know, imagine if Nunes does do well and start scoring. Come on, Arsenal. Forget about them signing players. We need to sign players. Jared Bowen up against Tierney. One-on-one with him again. He's not getting a lot of help from Martinelli. Does well there, Tierney. Forces him back. Why are we blaming Eddie and I'm Eddie out, says Brio. Listen, I'm not saying the whole... Listen, I don't want it to sound like that whole first half was his fault. It's definitely not. But he certainly doesn't look up to the standard. And his decision-making is letting him down at times, you know. That's the thing for me. You know, he's taking shots when he's got a pass on. That's what's frustrating. He could have slipped Saka in. That was what was frustrating about it. Chris Clark said Eddie has been reading the socials. He feels the need to score and silence the critics. Arsenal want top four, not the title. It feels like that. But let's hope not. Tierney's down there holding his face. Bowen, I think, caught him with the arm. Arteta's asking for a red card, I think. Saying elbow. Come on, VAR check. Ooh, that's naughty, you know. That's naughty from Bowen. He leads with the arm as well, I'm telling you. I mean, I've seen... That's got to be a VAR check. That's got to be a VAR check. Leads with the arm there. Zamir said that number 9 guy is a different level of this football club. No matter how motivating he is, we're desperate to get a number 9 now. We have to. We have to. Has Jared Bowen already been booked? Arteta's actually saying get the card out. You don't often see that in the Prem, especially from managers. Tierney's up on his feet now. No, I don't think VAR have even looked at it. Man. We need to make changes. Come on, boys. Grind out the 2-1 win. I predicted 2-1. Not even a yellow. I don't know how that wasn't checked. I really don't. He led with the elbow. Surely it's a VAR check. He is on a yellow. That's crazy. Come on, boys. 51 minutes gone. We need to score in the next 10-15 so we can go at them. Saka cuts inside. High ball in again. They win every header, West Ham. Do something different, please. I can't believe it. How many times? Bullied. Oh, he got away with it there. Won the free kick, Odegaard. I'm just frustrated that I look at Arsenal, I think, right, we need a midfielder. We need a striker, and we probably even need a winger. And I see Liverpool sign Gakpo. Now, I'm not saying Gakpo is the answer, and clearly we've had an offer turned down for Mudryk, but it's the message that it sends. I didn't even hear Gakpo being linked with Liverpool. It's just advanced, accepted, travelling for medical. He'll probably be a Liverpool player by January the 1st. No long thing. Deal done. Ambition. Get your business done. Where I'm looking at Arsenal going, we've got a greater need for a signing than they have. They've got Firmino, Salah, Nunes, all fit. Oh, here's a chance. Saka! Saka scores for Arsenal! Come on! Bukayo Saka! Shot from Martin Odegaard, or was it a pass? I thought he was shooting. If he has passed that, that is prime Mesut Ozil. I'm doing him a horrible disservice if I'm saying that's a shot. I mean, nah, man, that's a shot. It's definitely a shot. But who cares? I'm shameless. Get in there, Bukayo! 1-1 to the Gunners. Equalise. Shot by Odegaard. Turned into a pass. And Saka slots it into the corner. 1-1. Come on, you Gunners. We'll take it. I don't care how it happens. Not offside. What a pass. I think it's a shot. If it's a pass, it's absolutely outrageous. It looks like he's trying to hit it with too much power for it to be a pass. But I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he got the energy from the lights. I'm going to tweet. If Odegaard meant that pass, it's outrageous. But we'll take it. Come on, let's go. I think it was a shot. Because he fell and everything like he was trying to whack it with power. Here come Arsenal on the break. Odegaard looking for Saka on the overlap. Declan Rice is on him. Saka does well. Takes two of them. It's a free kick there. Come on, we've got them. They're rattled. They're rattled, people. They're doing GBH on Tierney. Don't worry, man. He's made of the strong stuff, man. I am Bruce Scotland. Tesco carrier by Kieran Tierney, lad. And we got Zinchenko in the background if we need another left back, you know. Big up Mozzie. Brio, that MDs need to shoot. Yeah, the midfielders. Yeah, man. That's what I said. How many times have I said it? Oh, I haven't even changed the score. I said it. Shoot. Anything can happen when you shoot. Anything can happen. Do. Come on, you Gunners. Let's go 3-point collecting. It's Boxing Day. Merry Christmas, people. Let's go. Here's Martinelli, left-hand side. We're cooking, people. Martinelli. Oh, Eddie fouls him. Let me not say too much. Right, the score's been updated. Bang. Let's go. West Ham look a little bit rattled now. We're back. We're cooking now. Let's get the winner. This is just made. In reality, this is made for Eddie to score the winner. This would be his best way of answering all the critics and any score the winning goal. Run off, call me, winner, headlines, all the plaudits. Arteta will be capping. That's what he needs to do. That's how you start things in your career. When people are questioning you, you answer with action. Declan Rice forced back. It's too easy there. Gets out of there, though. Leave Eddie alone, said Jashar. The club decided that going from Aubameyang, Lacazette, Pepe and Eddie last season to Jesus and Eddie was a good idea with extra games. It's like that. It's the emoji, innit? You know the emoji on your phone where the guy's standing there with his hands out? Like, it's that, Jashar. I don't know, bro. I don't know how that makes sense. We got into Europe, which means more games, more travelling. Surely we needed more squad depth, but it is what it is. Let me not say too much. I think I've said enough already. Come on. We've got them rattled. Come on, you Gunners. Tierney, left-hand side, still spamming high crosses for no reason. It's blocked. We got the ball. I think Fabio Vieira could have a part to play in this. I really do. Now the score's changed, man. 1-1. We're back. We're cooking, people. We turn the oven on now. We're here. Just grind out a 2-1 win. I don't care. Disguise on that pass from Odegaard. Some people are saying it's a pass, you know, from Odegaard. I think it's a shot. But I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because we're shameless. Here we are. We're on the ball again. We're on the attack. West Ham look a little bit rattled now. Here's Thomas Partey. Start bossing that play for us, man. Good ball into Eddie. Oh, the ball doesn't quite get there. Jared Bowen. Good lad, Kieran Tierney. Wins the ball against Jared Bowen. Come on, Tierney, lad. Give him some of that, Tierney, lad. Go on, fella. Ah, dear me. It was never a pass. Nah, I don't think so. He definitely tried to shoot. You can tell how hard he tried to hit it. Bring on Vieira, put Martinelli up front. I wouldn't have a problem with that. Here's Saka, right-hand side. Good little ball into Odegaard. Finds Granit Xhaka. Martinelli on the overlap. Martinelli shoot. Yeah! Yeah! Gabriel Martinelli! Woo! Gabriel Martinelli for Goal scorer for Arsenal, Gabriel Martinelli. Great football. Saka, Odegaard, Xhaka into Martinelli, left-hand side. Terrible goalkeeping by Fabianski. Beaten at his near post. Should never get beaten like that. He's expecting him to cross it to Eddie, I think. Xhaka does well. Checks his shoulder. Martinelli's onside. What a good finish. He's tricked the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper is expecting him to cross it. Flapianski, as we used to call him. That's awful goalkeeping. Check his betting accounts, but who cares? Martinelli. And look at Wenger like a proud dad. Tears to my eyes, people. Uncle Vengs. Yes! Come on! Let me change that score, man. 2-1. I told people to. Martinelli, boy. What a player. Bad boy. Great finish. He's done the goalkeeper. You got to give him his credit. Keeper's expecting him to cross it. He's tricked him. That's a great finish. Flapianski again. Yes, come on. 2-1 to the Gunners, people. What a turnaround. And everything's calm now. For you, Vengs. Big Daddy Vengs, man, for you. I'm going to tweet that. Sorry, I'll give you your 10%. That goal was for Uncle Vengs. Look at him. They're singing. There's only one Arsene Wenger. One Arsene Wenger. There's only one Arsene Wenger. One Arsene Wenger. There's only one Arsene Wenger. One Arsene Wenger. There's only one Arsene Wenger. Icon. Build him his statue, man. That guy is a legend. I don't care. It went wrong at the end, but I love that guy, man. What a goal. That's for you, Vengs. Big Vengs. I love that. Wenger, honestly, what a legend. Big Vengs, man. He created this beautiful football at Arsenal, man. Give him his respect. Nah, man, Vengs, man. I never hounded Wenger out, people. I wasn't hounding him out. I can't lie. I did think it was time to go, but I wasn't protesting or none of that. I loved Wenger, man. Them man there are absolute, like, he's in that bracket with, you know, Ferguson and Mourinho and Pep and all them icons, you know what I mean? Wenger's in there with all of them. He changed football in this country. You know what I mean? All the managers say. I love Wenger. Absolute legend. Big C, you missed the strength. Saka on Declan. Yeah, with the held him off and rolled. He's strong, man. The brother's strong, man. Big up yourself. He's a footballing god, man. I've always loved Wenger. Always loved Wenger, man. Told you stop over here. Yeah, I was calm. Tierney whips in. Oh, unlucky. Straight to Flapianski. Flapianski tax. Flapianski tax. Oh, dear. I feel so much better now. Merry Christmas, everyone. Keep the change, you filthy animal. And Happy New Year. Ah, nice and calm now. We're back in the title race, people. We're back. Everything's calm now. You know me, sometimes I react a little bit. It's an emotional game. It's a lot being an Arsenal fan. You understand anyway, people. You understand. Big up everyone. Merry Christmas, man. Merry Christmas. We're calm now. We're calm. I can plan my evening, hopefully. Watch a film, eat some food, relax. You know what I mean? Merry Christmas. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. C-Unit business. We're back. All we need now is an Eddie goal, man. We just need an Eddie goal, and that's it. I actually want Eddie to score, you know. Real talk. I want Eddie to score. Because if he ends up playing up front, he needs some sort of confidence. I'm telling you. That goal was for Vengs, man. Big Vengs. Big up Brian. He said, in spite of Eddie Murphy, we scored 2 goals. Starboy 1 and 2 are next level. Papa Wenger so proud. I said it at the start of the game. Our 2 wingers are our stars, man. They're the stars of the attack. And they've got the goals for us. But yeah, man, I love seeing Wenger there. What an icon. I can't believe it's took him so long to come back. But anyway, we're leading. Everything's better now, people. All feels better when you're winning, right? Free kick to Arsenal. Crossing situation. Martin Odegaard whips into the back post. Oh, headed away again. You see why we scored those? See why we scored that second goal? You look at that goal. Saka into Odegaard, into Xhaka, into Martinelli, goal. Because what happens? You move in them quickly. Quick passes on the floor. And your Dawsons and all these man, they struggle. You want to put the ball out wide to Tierney and put 50 crosses in. He's in his element. He's going to win every header. And that's what happens against these teams. You got to move these, man. Dawson and them, man. You move the ball on the floor quickly, they can't cope. And that's where the goal came from, moving it quickly, man. And we need to make it 3-1. Third goal and West Ham are finished, but it's still in the balance. I can't lie. Here's Antonio, right-hand side, up against Saliba. Does well there, good tackle, but it's a corner to West Ham. Kamani said, facts, Kurtz, we move the ball quickly. Move the ball quick, man. And I still don't like how easy one ball over the top, and Antonio seems to get onto it. It's just a simple ball over the top there from Rice, and he gets there and wins a corner. Babatunde, big up, bro. He said, big up, C. What crime have we committed to deserve Nketiah? I'm boiling. We need to sign a replacement. Oh, man. It's a corner to West Ham. Jared Bowen in swinger, still dangerous. Headed away. And Arsenal can counter-attack. No, West Ham retain possession. They end up all the way back to Fabianski. I was so desperate at half-time, I'm saying, just give me Ronaldo till the end of the season. That's what they were doing to me first half, people. I'm a lot more calm now, but take the warning signs, though, Mikel. I can't lie. Even if we win this game, big props for the turnaround, for the half-time team talk. But you can clearly see we have to go into the market. You know, this game is very... I know I just said we're good now and I'm relaxed, but 2-1 is not... It's dangerous. It's 2-1. They're going to throw crosses into Antonio. We need the third goal. 3-1 and I'm chilling. I'm planning my evening, you know. Boxing Day settings. Match of the day, a film, bit of food. But, you know, it's still in the balance. 25 minutes to go. Shot by Kara, goes over the bar. Goal kick to Arsenal. World Cup rust clearly visible. Yeah, maybe. Maybe a bit of World Cup rust. Daniel, thank you for the super chat. I'll take the win, but I'm worried Eddie's performance will immediately raise the price of our Jesus replacement targets. We need him to score on ball. And that's the thing. It's a good point. If people see that, if I'm Shakhtar, and don't get twisted, the Shakhtar owner will be watching this game tonight, and I'm watching this. I'm going, wait a minute. So you want Mudryk, and this is the guy you got playing up front. I'm going, 75 million euros if you want him because you need him. And I know you need him. So they will try and manipulate us based off that. And I think you make a great point. And that's why I said I hope Eddie scores. Because we need to look like we're not desperate. And also Eddie needs some confidence because the reality is we've got another game until January and we might not sign a player at the start of January. Eddie might have to play 3 or 4 games. So I hope he scores. Big up Daniel. Big up Beresford Productions. If Wenger was English, you would have been knighted. I think you're not far off there probably. Not far off for what he gave to English football and how he revolutionised football in this country. I think there's a very good chance he could have been Sir Arsene Wenger for what he did at the start, you know. He created a style of football I'd never seen in this country. I only saw that football in La Liga and abroad. So, yeah, I think you make a good point. But, yeah, the game is finally balanced. We have to be careful. 23 minutes to go, plus time added on. West Ham have played well, I've got to be honest. And just looking at their bench, I mean, Lanzini, maybe Fornals. They haven't got too much in attack. For us, probably Vieira, Marquinhos, possibly. Here come Arsenal on the ball again. Martinelli, twisting, turning. Finds Granit Xhaka. We're moving the ball a little bit better now. Ben White, good feet. Here we go. Odegaard. Eddie Nketiah. Score! Eddie Nketiah! I've always rated him. What a big future this lad's got. Eddie, 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 Eddie. What a finish. Oh, man. I'm going to have to be real shameless right now. I'm going to have to be real shameless. That is, by the way, a fantastic goal. What a move. What a move by Arsenal. Damn. My Twitter's going to get some real heat right now, but I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Eddie, I've always rated him. Listen, if we win, I'll take it, people. I don't mind. I'll be the fall guy. I'll be the fall guy. I'm happy to do it. Great finish. Drills it across Fabianski. Bottom corner. That's a fantastic finish. No way he saves that. Shameless, sure, people. I won't even hide from it. That is a brilliant, brilliant finish. Look at him. Call me, man. Call me. In fact, I think he's tapped the ear. He's saying, I can't hear you. Are you coming for me, Eddie, there? Do you know what, Eddie? Fair play to you, bro. That is a great finish. Absolutely brilliant finish. Oh, dear. I love it. Listen, 3-1. Let me update the score. Let me update the score. Before I forget. That should be game, set, and match. Surely 3-1 does it. Get ready to get the shirt. Boy, 2 more goals, you know. I said hat-trick. Boy, 21 minutes to go, you know. Inflation as well. Eddie, relax. 2 goals, you can have that hat-trick. You know what I mean? Gas and electric's expensive. Listen, I'm happy for him, and I did say it. I said I hope he scores for 2 reasons. 1, he needs to get that confidence up, and 2, we don't need the other clubs thinking that we're desperate. But big him up, man. Big him up. 2nd assist for Martin Odegaard as well. Joshua, you know me. I'm shameless with it. I don't even hide it. I won't even delete the tweet. I'll leave it there for future reference. That's a great finish. They've got a sign saying there's nobody. They got some Arteta sign in the stadium. I called it. We're shameless with it, man. Big second half this has been. Quick turnaround. What we got? 20 minutes to go. So what? 25 minutes. We've scored 3 goals, man. You're right. Ben White's having a very good game. Very, very good game on the overlap. That's why you just, you know what I mean? You have an argument with the England assistant. You say, bun them, man. I'm flying home. You lot don't know how to pick a team anyway. I'll go home. Arsene Wenger, man. Arsene Wenger. This is for him. Corner to Arsenal. Saka to take it. Everyone calm down. Forget everything I said at half-time. Ronaldo, don't want him. Eddie, I do rate him. Arsenal, we are still in the title race. Delete it. It never happened. It's just a figment of your imagination. I'll just, flash the light. Take it out of your head, people. Men in Black settings, forget all of it. Yeah, I did tweet saying I've always rated him. Zinchenko's coming on, people. Zinny's back. We need everyone we can get right now, by the way. Everyone we can get. Ball whipped in, headed away again. And it's a free kick to West Ham. I'm assuming Tierney's going to come off because he's had a tough time. Xhaka and Antonio collided there. Oi, ay, ay, ay. That's a painful one. Oh, both legs just smashed into each other. Big guy as well, Antonio. Zinny is coming on. Well done, Zinny, lad. Go on, Zinny, lad. Tierney's off. Tierney's had a tough night at the office, I can't lie. Got elbowed in the face. Got spun 2 or 3 times by Jared Bowen, but here's what it is. I'm glad to see Zinchenko back, man. Important player for us, the way he steps into midfield. Louis said, I'm going crazy. Shameless. Come on, man. We're all doing the same thing. 8 points clear of City. We just need a Leeds result against Man City, man. Just imagine if Leeds beat Man City. And we were 8 points clear at the top. We're 10 points clear of Tottenham with a game in hand. Flip mode. I think I did flip mode, to be fair. Flipped it. Curtis is the best. Big up yourself. And Nketiah's lawyer said the strikers market genuinely stinks, Curtis. I saw 70 million Darwin miss 5 chances today. Like the one that Eddie scored. You're right. You are right. But it is what it is. Oh, man, I'm not going to lie, yeah. The way Eddie turned that brother, Kera, is it? I got a lot of time for that, Eddie, I can't lie. And I won't even hide from what I was saying at halftime. I will own what I was saying. Jeez, that turn is vicious. It's a great finish as well. Boy, you know, Eddie. Boy, Eddie bad, you know. Boy, Eddie bad. Eddie. Go on, lad. Do you know what? Listen, as much as I'm critical of him, I'm happy for him on a personal level. You know what I mean? I want to see the young brother, you know what I mean, doing well, build a career for yourself. Listen, as I said, if Granit Xhaka can turn things around at Arsenal, and we ain't seen a turnaround that big since what's her name? Bruce Jenner. So anything can happen, people. Look at Eddie now. The goal, it's amazing, honestly. As a striker, it's amazing what a goal does for you. Honestly, look, the next 2 times he's got the ball, good touch, keep possession. The goal changes everything. Made in Brooklyn said this is the type of second half response that title-winning teams make. No hanging of the heads, just bear down and get to work. You're spot on. You're spot on. And I said it at half-time. I said, you know what? We'll see what this team's made of now. 1-0 down at half-time. Pressure on. Question marks. That's how you answer. 3-1. The game looks real comfortable now. It was far from it at half-time. So credit to the team. Credit to the manager. It's what we want to see. Maybe they were a bit rusty after the World Cup. You know, a lot of these players have spent 6 weeks in Qatar in 25, 30 degree weather. It's cold right now. You know, they've been Dubai on tour. It's going to take a little bit of time, but it is what it is. You cannot simply say shameless and get away with it every time. Ram Kumar, I actually can. That's what's so good about having your own channel. Shameless settings and you get away with it. That's how it works. Mudryk to the carpet. Well, the offer's there. The offer is there. So I'm sure they're in negotiations. And listen, he will want to join us, won't he? He's going to want to be desperate to join us. Free kick to Arsenal. This is about 30 yards out at least. Granit Xhaka lining up the Roberto Carlos run-up. If he puts this in the top corner. Here we go. Long run-up. Xhaka hits the wall. It's blocked. Abjit, you're right. I think Ben White's been brilliant. He really has done well. He's got on the overlap a lot more now for Saka. Which pulls away a defender, which I've always said he needs to do a lot more. Eddie on the green screen. Oh, that's a big ask. We'll have a think about it. 2 o'clock. Oh, no, we're doing 4 o'clock show now tomorrow. 4 o'clock show tomorrow. Maybe we'll put Eddie on the green screen. We'll see. You've only got 3 shameless left. All right, cool. I suppose I can't use too many at once. That would actually be too shameless. C unit excuse settings. Odegaard there. Tried to bend it in the corner. By the way, Odegaard 2 assists in this game, even though the first one, for me, is blatantly a shot. But we're giving it him. But the second one was definitely intentional assist. People saying Fabrizio was tweeted again. Let me see what Fabrizio's saying. He's probably recycled the same story and put another twist on it. It sounds like one more goal for Arsenal. As Mudryk is watching the game and posted. Wow. No, this guy. How desperate is this? I've never seen a player try to come to this football club as much as this. I need to show you this. Mudryk, right? This is just mad. This guy is so much. Mudryk is on Instagram right now. He's put up a picture 2 minutes ago. Look, 60. He's watching Arsenal. He's actually put the picture up of Eddie about to score. He's obviously watching it on a laptop or a tablet. Clear message. Mudryk wants the Arsenal move while the club are in negotiation. Man's watching his future club. It's absolutely insane. I ain't seen no one twerk this much since Beyonce in the Destiny's Child reunion. It's wild. Just get him here. Listen, I don't even know how good he is, truly, but he's so desperate to be here. I'm just prepared to bring him here because I want players that want to be at Arsenal. So, do you know what? I respect that hunger. Pay 60 million and bring him. He looks sick on YouTube as well. That's enough. We'll work with YouTube for now. The hunger of him to want to join this club is so much. It's like, just get him here. We've seen enough now. He's putting up pictures of Arsenal watching the game. So, yeah, get him in. Pay the money, get him in, and we're cooking. We need options anyway. So I thought that was quite funny. I think the deal's going to happen. I got to be honest, because I don't think he can go to that extent. Like, if he plays for Shakhtar, you're putting up a picture on your Instagram of Arsenal. The Shakhtar fans would be fuming with that if he did that and then ended up staying. I think we have to remember, their season doesn't restart, I believe, until March, because they don't play in like Ukraine and Russia in the winter because the weather's too bad. They get loads of snow. So he's probably thinking in his head, I'm never playing for Shakhtar again. His agents probably told him, listen, the deal's close. They've just got to figure out how the payment structure is going to look. The deal's going to get done. I think he's been told by his agent the deal's close. They're just figuring out how they're going to pay for you. So it's going to happen. I heard Mudryk is camping outside the Emirates in a caravan. It wouldn't surprise me. He's probably inside the stadium. He's probably queued up and got a ticket. Mudryk doing illegal streams. Was it an illegal one? Maybe it's one from abroad. He's watching on Satanta Sports. I reckon IPTV settings there, mate. I reckon he's on IPTV watching it. Bro, he's desperate to join. Arsenal, what we got left? No, the game's flying. 10 minutes to go. Arsenal strolling through the game now. The third goal was always going to seal this game for us. Personally, I'd like to see maybe Marquinhos and maybe Fabio Vieira get a little bit of game time just to keep them ready, keep them sharp as well, and give them a little bit of time. I think Mudryk is on his way. I've got to be honest, people. Anyone just tuning in who hasn't heard it, obviously Arsenal have made an offer. £52 million for Mudryk from Shakhtar. It's believed that the offer's been rejected, but they are in negotiations. Arsenal, good football. Martinelli, puts it all the way across goal. I thought he was going to shoot there. And West Ham retain possession, and it's cleared. Let's see what you're saying here. Curtis, I can't lie. You happy that players are twerking to join us? Yeah. As I said, last season, Vlahovic and them man was treating us like a side dish. Now we're being treated good, you know. Players want to come. Odegaard had a chance there. I think he should hit the target. I really think he should be hitting the target there. Player of his quality, a lot of time, just bend that in the far corner. Cello, yeah, listen, I suppose I am a bit... I react to what I see with Arsenal. Now we're playing well. I'm calm, I'm happy, I'm smiling. That first half, I was vexed. Because I'm thinking to myself, I've waited 6 weeks to watch Arsenal play in the league. We're top of the Prem. I'm excited. I want us to challenge for the league. I want us to sign players. And then I watched that first half. But the second half's been absolutely fantastic. This is the total opposite of the first half. First half, we were slow, we were sluggish. Second half, we've moved the ball quick. We've stopped pumping high crosses in the whole game. And we've got the better of them. Williams, it's Sapir, Williams' girlfriend. I want to buy for his birthday the cup you're drinking from. Where can I buy the Curtis Shaw cup? Thanks. Hey, do you know what? The merch soon land. I'll sort it out. I will sort it out. I'll try and... Maybe I could get some made so you could get one. I'll sort it out. Hit me up. Email curtisshawtv@hotmail.com. I'll try and get one sent over for his birthday. Turn down the audio while you were slandering. Listen, I was emotional, DV. You know what I mean? I was emotional. I was screwing. Thierry was in the studio. Arsene Wenger's in the stands. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't believe it. What I was watching, but it is what it is. I'm glad the volume's back up, DV. Ben, it's Hotmail. I'm old school. I don't even have a Gmail account. Man's old school, man. I grew up when, dial-up internet. I didn't even know about Wi-Fi. LimeWire. Downloading tunes on LimeWire. You know what I mean? Straight Hotmail business. Make sure you smash the likes. Over 3,000 of you in the chat. And we should easily be touching 2,000 likes on this, people. Arsenal are back, 3-1 up. Second half's been absolutely brilliant. We're strolling now. I think West Ham ran out of steam. They did say Antonio wasn't fully fit. So he's probably a bit heavy-legged now as well. Babatunde playing like we never left the carpet. Come on, bro. World Cup don't bother us. We're cruising. Here we go. Odegaard finds Saka into the area. Pulls it back. No one's there. West Ham clear it. Throw into Arsenal. I would love to see the fourth goal. MySpace, man. They don't know about MySpace, man. Them days were banging. Wenger in the stadium. Great Arsenal turnaround. Mudryk watching Arsenal game. Beautiful vibes and time for us. It seems we are continuing our momentum after such a long break. Isn't it nice, though? Right. Let me add balance. Isn't it great to... Oh, Odegaard shot. Oh, blocked. Goes out for a corner. Craig Dawson, I told you. Told you. Head anything. Them man there, I told man. Vaseline on the eyebrows. Great little ball from Saka. Odegaard. Aye. Change of direction. Heads it away. Corner to Arsenal. Isn't it nice, though, people? January. Coming up, top of the league. Arsenal have clearly got money in the bank to sign players. Players desperate to join us. You know, putting pressure on Man City. If City lose to Leeds, we're 8 points clear. What a turnaround. Can we keep it going? Saka, corner, whipped in, flicked on. Oh, goes over the crossbar. He's given another corner. I think they fought. I did say 3-1 on Talk is Cheap. I did. I changed my mind today. I don't know why. And I went for 2-1, but we'll pretend that never happened. I'll just go with the Talk is Cheap prediction, which was 3-1. So that definitely sounds better. Wenger in the stadium. Courtesy slander in the postman. Good to hear the fans chanting Eddie. Listen, man, like I said it before he scored. I want Eddie to score. I want him to have the confidence. Anybody who plays for Arsenal, I want him to do well. Whether I rate them or not is irrelevant. And at the end of the day, I've seen plenty of players over the years not look good enough and become good players. So, like I said, I want to jack her out of Arsenal for at least 3 years. And now, at the moment, he's an important midfielder for us. So, it can happen. You know. This is not the Arsenal I grew up watching and love it. Suffered too long. Yeah, man, we need to see Arsenal prospering now. I feel we've had a lot of difficult times as Arsenal fans. And I know fans of other clubs will say, oh, you know, you lot are spoiled. We've had it harder than you. But, you know, Arsenal is our reality. We went from kings of this country to peasants, you know. And I want us to get back to that top table. I want to see Champions League football. I want to see Mbappe and Messi and Neymar against Arsenal at the carpet. I want to see Arsenal going for top players. Great defending there by Saliba. Nearly lost the ball but got away with it. Martin Odegaard, man of the match. I have to say, even in the first half, oh my days, he's doing madness. He's twisting man up. I need to see that again. What did he do to him there? Was it Ben White who did that? No, it was Odegaard. Bang. Oh, no. He's back heel nutmegged him. Oh, no. He's saucing. They must have some sunshine out there, people. Solar God's going wild. Odegaard dropping them wild nutmegs like that. Now I need to tweet. Oh, Paqueta, man. Oh, my days. Paqueta getting nutmegged. Cruyff turned nutmeg between two players. Aye! Odegaard saucing, man, I'm telling you. Odegaard going on mad. Martinelli coming off. Odegaard has been balling in this second half. Fabio Vieira coming on. What a dirty little nutmeg that was. Taking souls there. Brazilian man as well. No more pigeon dancing from them, man. Wintergaard. Yeah, maybe. You know, maybe they put some solar panels around the stadium. Odegaard said, I'm the real Brazilian boy. Oh, Xhaka nearly got in there. It was too far away from him. West Ham have the ball back. Ben White, I like how a lot of you saying. I think Ben White's had a fantastic game. Quietly handled his business tonight. We all pray for Arsenal to win. Keep on with the team spirit. Yeah, man. We're on it. We're on it. It got a bit wild at half time, but, it is what it is. We're a dysfunctional family, man. You know what we're like, Arsenal fans. We've been through a lot. You know what I mean? We've been through a lot of pain. A lot of good times. Ben Rama tried to... Saliba. Too much body strength, man. Too much body strength. All three attackers on the score sheet. It's a great point, that. That is a great point. That's what you want to see. Your front three all scoring. It's like the Brazilian flair diffused to Odegaard. That nutmeg was filthy. OMG, it's ODG. The G. Big up Brio. G's everywhere. Here come West Ham. Shot over the crossbar by Paqueta. It's mad, when Paqueta was in France, that was like a player that I was like, yo, maybe we should go for him. But he's been awful. By the way, breaking news, people. Fabrizio Romano has just done the here we go. Cody Gakpo has signed for Liverpool. Cody Gakpo has signed for Liverpool. He will travel to England in the next few days to undergo his medical and then sign a contract. I don't know where that deal came from, but they've dragged that out of thin air. I'm pretty sure Van Dijk would have been the agent who dealt with that on international duty. Everybody thought Gakpo was going United as a Ronaldo replacement. Arsenal were linked with him in the summer, not so much now. And Liverpool have pulled that out of nowhere. I think Klopp was saying that Jota and Diaz are out injured for a while, and they've obviously gone for another player. But I think that's a big statement from Liverpool. Cody Gakpo, £37 million plus add-ons. They think it will equate to around £45 million. Which, I don't know where I'm at with Gakpo. I've got to be honest. Every time I've watched him, I'm like, I don't think he's that good. But he does hit the back of the net. He's got numbers, and he will add something different to them, Gakpo, Nunez, Salah, maybe front three. But we'll see. Gakpo to Liverpool. Here we go from Fabrizio. Arsene Wenger on the screen again. Vengs, man. Big Vengs. Gakpo to Liverpool. I think that, it's an interesting one. Klopp doesn't often go for players like that in January, and he obviously sees something in him. He's tall as well, tall winger. And it's going to be interesting to see the Man United fans' reaction. I think Goldbridge and Saeed and them, man, I think they felt like Gakpo was going to go to Old Trafford, but maybe that means they jump in the João Felix race now in a bigger way. But yeah, I have to say with Gakpo, not just saying it because Liverpool have signed him, I've never really looked at him and thought he was that good. He did play well in the home leg, or in the away leg, sorry, against Arsenal. He was quite good. He gets great numbers as well, but doesn't wow me often. But if he scores goals, Klopp won't mind. Gabriel Jesus is there in the stadium, standing in the tunnel. That's great to see. How long's he going to be out for? We're still waiting, but he's standing up. Doesn't look like he's on crutches either. I think he did put up a picture the other day, and his leg was still in a brace, which is a little bit concerning. But it is what it is. Martin said on the World Cup there was an interview with Van Dijk about Gakpo and how he is advising him between Liverpool and Madrid. He said he advised him Madrid. He obviously threw everyone off by saying that, but clearly he convinced him to come to Liverpool. Mudryk is better than Gakpo, says Patrick. Well, time will tell. I hope so if we get him. How you don't rate Gakpo and he scored more goals in the World Cup minus the penalties than Messi, but penalties are penalties, aren't they? You can't take away penalties. They are pressure situations. As I've said, Gakpo, numbers are brilliant. The performances don't really impress me that much when I watch him, but Klopp is a manager that often gets more out of a player than he's there. You look at people like Wijnaldum and Henderson, weren't that highly rated until Klopp turned up, and all of a sudden, even Robertson came from the Championship. He's probably now up there as one of the best left-backs in world football, really. or it has been over the years. Oh, shot there. Great save by Ramsdale. Tried to bend it in the far corner. Fornals. I didn't even see him come on. Bends it in the far corner. Great save by Ramsdale. Definitely one for the cameras. Now, I'm not a believer in this thing that when people say, oh, penalties. Let me tell you now, a penalty is one of the most precious situations on a football pitch, especially for an attacking player, and especially if you're playing against a good goalkeeper. Penalties are not easy, man. Anybody who's ever took a big penalty at any level, you know it's a precious situation. So you can't take them away. Ball over the top, headed away again. Mohamed El Neni coming on. I mean, we're in the 94th minute and there's 4 minutes added on. Thomas Partey comes off. Another brilliant performance from him, by the way. I think he's having an absolutely brilliant season, Thomas Partey. Just going under the radar, handling business, the general. Just keeps everything ticking, gives us that power. Partey and Xhaka, pivotal. Yeah, he for me, he's one of our most important players. I think what it is with Arsenal is like, do you know what? In fact, I'm going to say that. I would say Thomas Partey right now, one of the best DMs in Europe. Full-time whistle goes, people. Full-time whistle goes. And do you know what? Okay, at half-time, I may have said some things, but do you know what? I've got to give Arsenal a lot of credit. I give Arteta credit. Because whatever he said at half-time, it worked. They stepped up their tempo. They won the game. They performed much better. I want to give Eddie Nketiah credit. You know me. I'm not the biggest fan of him. But what a finish. And he played very well in the second half. So fair play to him. We get a lot of confidence from that. And the team deserve a lot of credit. 1-0 down at half-time. People like me having mini meltdowns, and they showed a lot of courage, conviction, won the game. Arsene Wenger was there. Thierry Henry's there. It's beautiful to see. Big up my brother Fran in the chat. Hope you are well, bro. Good game, great attitude, and professional performance. Come, let's get Cruz on. Festive season. And you wear. Let me just show him. You're wearing the Arsenal pajamas, right? Come on, man. Arsenal pajama settings. Yeah. Talk to me about the game. You're looking like Van Dijk with a ponytail. Oh, no. You know what I mean? Talk to me about the win.
I think we played well.
Good second half.
I was annoyed with the Ben Rama penalty.
Yeah.
But I think we deserve to win.
Good win. Top.
I think Odegaard played really well.
Good creating, won it. What? Do you still want to see a sign in January?
Yeah.
1 or 2 players. Do you think we can win the league?
No.
Bit too much City, you think?
Yeah.
If we can get top 4, maybe win a cup, it'd be a good season, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Good win, 3-1. Saka, Martinelli, balling.
I think Martinelli's better.
Do you? Better than Saka?
Yeah.
The Brazilian tax, innit?
Yeah.
Big up, bro.
Skills in
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Keep the change, you filthy animal. And Happy New Year. Hey, 40 points secured, people. We're staying up. We're in the Prem for another year. And you know what? I mean, it's only right, innit, that I get the Premier League table up. Shameless settings. Let's have a look at the Prem table. Top of the league. All I can say now, people, come on, Leeds United, by the way. Leeds play Man City at Ellen Road. And what day is that? On Wednesday. And can they pull something out of the bag? Let me get the league table up. Tottenham dropped points today, which is good. 2 points drop for them. We play them in a few weeks. So Arsenal, top of the league, 40 points, 15 games, 13 wins. And Newcastle, second in the Prem. That is an unbelievable start to the season for Newcastle. I haven't seen Newcastle this good since goal. Santiago Munez, people. If you know, you know. Man City down there in third. Come on, dirty Leeds. Dirty Leeds. We need them to get a result, man, and do something. Man said he looks like you, Curtis Shea. Hey, it is what it is. It runs in the genes, man. It runs in the genes. But it's great to see Arsenal top of the league. Great to see Arsenal. Happy New Year, Julia. Big up, bro. Big up. Listen, I want to big up everyone in the community. I'll see you, obviously, before in the daily shows. But big up everyone. I hope you've had a great Christmas, having a good Boxing Day. Looking forward to the new year as well. half-time was a bit, wasn't happy at half-time, but I have to give Arsenal huge credit. That second half, I feel like last season, we may not have produced that. And I think there is a different kind of belief in the team now that they can beat these teams and come back. West Ham couldn't cope with us. And what I like about Arsenal is when we play well, teams are struggling to deal with us, which is great to see. That second half was absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Wenger, for Wenger Ball. We drink from cups in North London. Can't say the same about Spurs. Grab a cup when you first hit the Arsenal. Come on, bro. Big up, Brio. Make sure you hit the like button as well. Over 3,400 of you in the chat. Big up the Twitch gang as well. C-Unit Business. We're looking 2,000 likes, top of the league. And let's have a look at the fixtures coming up for the mighty Gunners. I mean, you look at the next few games. Next 4 games. In fact, let me go down let me scroll down further so we can see the next 6. So if you look at the next few, I mean, you're looking at Brighton away on New Year's Eve. What a ridiculous kickoff time that is, by the way. New Year's Eve, when people are doing stuff, 5:30, they got to go down to Brighton. But Brighton away, Brighton looked very good today, won the game. It'll be a tricky game. We have got a 5-day break, and then we play Newcastle at home, which again is a tough game. They're second in the league. Then we got FA Cup. Oxford should be able to win that, give a game to a few other players. Then the North London derby, which, listen, huge game. Obviously difficult being as it's down away at Nando's. Hopefully we'll cook them lot. And then United at home and Everton away. So it is a tricky month. Everton, of course, is the start of February. I'm hoping that, by Oxford, maybe 1 or 2 players get through the door and give this squad a little boost. I'm very happy with the team. I just think we need a little bit more squad depth, and I think we got a chance. We got a chance. Sebastian Scalacci, damn, that is nightmares, that is. 10 points ahead of Spurs with a game in hand. Jeez, it's looking good, man. It is looking good. I mean, in terms of top 4, 14 points clear of Man United. They have a game in hand on us. We just got to keep winning. Keep winning. Keep ticking them off. Keep ticking them off and see where it takes us, people. And then we've got a chance. Unfortunately, I haven't spoken to Laurie or Fran, so I don't think we're going to do an after. What I'm going to try and do is maybe if we can get a show with them in midweek and do it, or maybe I can get them on tomorrow. I'll see what they're saying. Stop the clock. Oh, my days. The clock's still ticking. There we go. But it's been a great stream. Really enjoyed it. Let me just... I just want to get the pick up for anybody that was maybe not watching, just to show that Arsene Wenger, first time back at the Emirates since leaving the club, and just amazing sight to see him back in the football club, celebrating the goals, and just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Wenger is back. Let me show you the celebration, actually. Can we get the celebration of him celebrating when Martinelli scored? But, yeah, great to see him. Where is it? Here we go. Arsene Wenger. Little applause there. Off his chair. Once a Gooner, always a Gooner. Arsene Wenger. What a legend. What an icon. He changed the direction of this football club. And I said it before and I say it again. I was disappointed with the way it ended for him, because I think icons should go out at the top of their game, not being pushed out of the club. But, you can't forget what this guy did for the football club. The football that this guy produced at Arsenal, we've possibly never seen it. I would go as far to say his football, for me, was more exciting than Pep's at Man City. Whether it was better or not, you can have a debate. I think it was more exciting because I think it was quicker. I'm talking about the early Wenger, maybe not the tiki-taka towards the end with Haleb and them, man. But the Omri, the Vieira, if you wanted to play football, we could play football. If you wanted to have a fight, we could fight. We had everything in that team. He changed football in this country, and he changed the direction of Arsenal. And I for one, I want to see the statue. At least name a stand after him. inside the football club. He deserves that. Let's get into your comments before we round up, people. Who would you say was man of the match tonight? They gave it to Odegaard. Would anyone else go for anyone else? Thought Ben White was excellent at right back. Thomas Partey was solid as well. Thought he had a very good game. Saka's getting to that point where he's almost so good for us that when he has a good game, we don't even talk about it because it's just like, yeah, he's Saka, innit? That's what he does. PSV have just announced, by the way, that Gakpo has left. Well, he's on his way to Liverpool for a medical. Title-winning Wenger is GOAT. Saka is so strong. Martinelli, brilliant goal as well. Vital goal. Did you rate Haleb? Haleb was a baller, man. Clever. We just had too many players like that at one time. We needed a bit more power, I felt. Munib said, I missed the earlier part of the stream. Big C, did you manage to apologise to Eddie? Number 14. I mean, listen, Eddie. Apologies, bro. Apologies. But the second half, you performed. You were quality. Great goal. I give full credit where credit's due. Alfred, thank you for the super chat, bro. He said, Odegaard for me, his passes and vision is crazy. I got to be honest, I would give Odegaard man of the match. I think everything good that we did went through him. Even in the first half when we weren't as good, he was getting on the ball. The low block, we was finding it difficult. Second half, he did well. 2 assists. I thought he played really well. And yeah, deserved the man of the match. Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli, those three have got a real nice, they're on the same wavelength. I think Partey gets the ball to Odegaard quickly as well. Liverpool signing Gakpo. Man are saying get Eddie on the green screen tomorrow. It could be. Oh, the nutmeg was outrageous. Cruyff turned nutmeg on Paqueta. Showed him the Brazilian flair, man, to the Brazilian. Big up Hakeem. He said Ben White played very good. He did, because Ben Rama is a tricky character. And he kept him quiet. I know he scored a penalty, but there's nothing he can do about that. The nutmeg was outrageous. The nutmeg alone was dirty. Yeah, it was mad. As a Madrid fan, I actually think Partey is performing better than he did for Atletico, mainly because of the style of football, because he's constantly on the ball. That's a good point, because I think that we play better football than Atletico from an attacking point of view in terms of the way we pass the ball and things like that. Atletico are a lot more structured and defensive. Oh, Thierry's on the pitch. I mean, it's like an early Christmas present. Wenger's in the stand. Thierry's on the pitch. I mean, this is prime Arsenal. You know what I mean? I just need get Vieira or Ian Wright or Tony Adams out now. But Thierry and Wenger, like the joy those two brought to me in my childhood. You know, the way I used to walk into school with my 14-02, you know what I mean, Arsenal shirt on. It was, damn. Henry and Wenger, like, for me, that's the pinnacle of Arsenal. Like, prime. And I'm not prime Red Bull. And I'm not talking about the drink by Logan Paul and KSI. Like, that is prime. Is it Logan Paul or Jake Paul? I don't know which one of the Pauls it is. Maybe Jake Paul, I think, actually. But that is prime Arsenal. Wenger and Thierry, damn. You know what I mean? That was the best. That was the best. Chris said, I'm telling you from now, Ben White is the unsung hero. He's not being spoken about. Yeah, he had a great game again. DV said, great stream as always. Big C apart from the halftime Eddie slander. I would like to believe, DV, that somehow my slight criticism of Eddie at halftime somehow inspired him to the great second half. Maybe he picked up his phone at halftime, said, damn, Curtis is really going mad here at halftime. I better score and settle things before we have Arsenal therapy tomorrow. So I'm going to take some of the credit for the turnaround. You know, we're shameless with it, people. You know how we move. Mudryk was watching our game. Yeah, he's probably sleeping outside the stadium. The father and the king. It's the pinnacle. It's the absolute pinnacle. I need to tweet something. Seeing Wenger and Henry at the Emirates at the same time. And Henry, I have to get the tweet out. At the Emirates. at the same time is peak Arsenal. That's the peak. It's the pinnacle. It gets no higher, no better. Damn, feels good, people. Feels good, man. Boxing Day settings now. Food, vibes, relaxation. Alfred said Lucas over Bruno for Brazil is mad. No wonder that manager quit. Oh, look at this, man. Saka being interviewed by Thierry. Oh, it's all too much. The old school, the new school is... Thierry, just put your arm around him, man. Thierry actually looks like he could be Saka's dad. All right, a bit of a difference in complexion, but you know what I mean? Big dad in the big jacket. It's Thierry and Saka, man. I'm rewinding this as soon as I come off stream. I got to hear what's said. Vavavoom settings, man. Vavavoom settings. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let's see what you're saying. Christian said, Curtis, can we just point out the amazing intensity and the hunger the guys had to win the game? I'm going to put a quick poll up for man of the match. How many can we get? I think we can only put 4 or 5 up. So just bear with me if I leave out a couple of names of players who played well. But I'm kind of just trying to lean towards. So obviously Odegaard is in there. Who was Arsenal's man of the match? So we can only put 4 options up. Apologies. So I'm going to put Odegaard, who most of you will probably vote for. I thought Ben White had a really good game. I thought Partey was really good, but I thought Saka and Martinelli were good. I'm just going to go Martinelli and Saka. Attackers tack. Sorry, Partey. We'll go with them 4. I think they were probably the best 4 along with Partey. It's going to be Odegaard, but I just want to see if some of you think someone else. I thought Ben White had a really good game. Powerful performance from Arsenal. What a game. Odegaard, only thing missing was a goal. Yeah, did everything else well. Saliba bounced back brilliantly. Yeah, listen, as a young defender, when you make a mistake in the first half, it's very easy to get your head down and disappear. I thought he handled Antonio in the second half. Man of the match is Mudryk. I mean, for anybody that doesn't know, Mudryk is, I don't know if I've ever seen a player do as much to sign for Arsenal, but Arsenal had an offer earlier, £52.8 million. Apparently it's been rejected it's going to be rejected, but they are negotiating. And Mudryk obviously put up this picture watching Arsenal on his Instagram, which is quite remarkable. And to me, from my point of view, I think Mudryk is going to become an Arsenal player, because I don't see how he could do this and then go back and play for Shakhtar Donetsk. It's borderline disrespectful unless you know the deal's done. I think his agent has probably said to him today, listen, hold tight. The deal's going to be done. Clubs are in negotiations. They're very close. I reckon Shakhtar have probably said, right, we're happy with the money. We're just not happy with the structure of how you're paying us. If we can figure out those differences, I'm almost certain that Mudryk is going to become an Arsenal player. And he tweeted on Instagram, that is the point, actually, where Eddie Nketiah was just shooting to score the goal. People were saying, because as you can see, he's watching on Setanta Sports. Looks like Mudryk's on IPTV, so we might have to get him some Sky Sports news if he comes to Arsenal. Obviously, the other breaking news is that Gakpo has signed for Liverpool pending a medical. That one has come out of nowhere. Everybody thought he was going to go to Manchester United, and he is going to Liverpool. Big move there by Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool, who looked very good earlier against Villa. Haji said, big up, bro, Curtis, goal down. Came back, won the London Derby 3-1. What a great performance. Happy Boxing Night. Much love from Arsenal fans in India. Big up yourself. Listen, great second half. Great character. What the top teams do, you win when you haven't always played well. And first off, we didn't play well. We were too slow. West Ham put loads of players behind the ball and we couldn't find a way. We moved the ball too slow. Second half, we were fantastic. We moved the ball quick. We took our chances. Fabianski probably should have done better with Martinelli's goal, but I'm going to give him some credit because I think he expects him to cross it and he beats him at the near post. Stephen said on the 25th of December, it was his birthday. I'm glad that they won. I was down for a second when it was 1-0. They ended up winning 3-1. I'm very happy. Happy New Year and happy belated birthday for yesterday. I hope people buy you 2 presents on Christmas. You know, it must be mad having a birthday on Christmas Day. And they go, oh, there's your birthday and your Christmas present. I'll be like, yo, I need 2 presents, man. You know what I mean? Tehran said 40 points from 15 games is title winning form. 100%. 100%. It's interesting to remember we're not even halfway through the Premier League season. 19 games is halfway through. We're not even there yet. We've got 4 more games till we're even at the halfway mark. So the thing is, there's a long way to go, and that's what they got to be mindful of. That's why they got to go into the market. Alexander, thank you for the super chat. Love your content, but Arsenal fans should be embarrassed for the halftime. Eddie, hate. Listen, you know what it is, bro? I think what you got to understand as well, from my own point of view, number one, it's not hate. There's no hate. I don't hate any Arsenal player. I don't hate any footballer. Unless maybe they're racially abusing players or stuff like that. Number one, it's frustration because as an Arsenal fan, you want your team to do the very best. Number two, it's not like it's Eddie's debut and we're like, oh, it's the first time we've seen him play and we're writing him off. We've watched the guy play for a while now, and there's more questions than answers of him. Even that second half and that goal is brilliant, but there's still more questions than answers of Eddie and Nketiah. So he's still got more work to do, is what I'm saying, before we can say, like, yes, you're the finished article. He's not. He's still got a long way to go. Saka just finished his interview there. I think he's gone over to do US television as well. People, listen, let me just end the vote, see who you voted man of the match. It's going to be Odegaard. I just wanted to see who else you put. So 78%. Henry's wearing Louis Vuitton. I didn't even realise it was a Louis jacket. He definitely put the collar up on purpose, like Cantona, so we could all see that it was Louis. He knows what he's doing there. Big up Thierry, though. 78% Odegaard, 10% Ben White, 7% Saka, 5% Gabriel Martinelli. Great win for the Gunners, top of the league. And listen, thank you very much for tuning in, everyone. Still 3,000 of you in the chat. I will be back tomorrow, 4 o'clock. Press conference reaction, transfer news, player ratings, all of that good stuff. Enjoy your Boxing Day. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And I will see you all tomorrow. Arsenal top of the league. Let's win this title. Bless.